and Stab City, ripped at the seams. Cruising in my skyline, nights alive. Tommy's on the run, man, I'm ready to thrive. I don't take shit, I'm living fast and free. In the shadows of Sandy, just bucketing me. With the knife in my hand, I carve my own way. Running from the boys, I'm here to play. I don't take shit, I'm living fast and free. In the shadows of Sandy, just bucketing me. With the knife in my hand, I carve my own way. Running from the boys, I'm here to play. Always in a bind, gets caught too easy, but he's one of a kind. The boys start trouble, thinking they're tough, but we're fueled by the crack, can't get enough. I don't take shit, I'm living fast and free. In the shadows of Sandy, just bucketing me. With the knife in my hand, I carve my own way. Running from the boys, I'm here to play. I don't take shit, I'm living fast and free. In the shadows of Sandy, just bucketing me. With the knife in my I'm here to play. In this wild ride, I embrace the night. No guns, just blades, I'm ready for the fight. From the trailer park hustle to the city's dark grip, I'll take what I want, never let it slip. I don't take shit, I'm living fast and free. In the shadows of Sandy, just bucketing me. With the knife in my hand, I'll carve my own way. Running from the boys, I'm here to play. Here's to the nights where we blaze our own trail. Criminal hearts will never go pale. Tommy's the name and I'm making my mark. In a world full of chaos, I'll light up the dark. Working. Bucket's a redneck, always in a bind. Gets caught too easy, but he's one of a kind. The boys start trouble, thinking they're tough, but we're fueled by the crack, can't get enough. Working. Bucket's a redneck, always in a bind. Gets caught too easy, but he's one of a kind. The boys start trouble, thinking they're tough, but we're fueled by the crack, can't get enough. Bucketing me. With the knife in my hand, I'll carve my own way. Running from the boys, I'm here to play. So here's to the nights where we blaze our own trail. Criminal hearts will never go pale. Tommy's the name and I'm making my mark. In a world full of chaos, I'll light up the dark. So here's to the nights where we blaze our own trail. Criminal hearts will never go pale. I'll never go to pale.
Hello, chat. How are we doing? Late night grind. We are here before midnight to keep in line with our Memberthon. How are you guys doing? How you guys doing? What's going on? And tonight, because I am doing a late night stream for you, we will leave the 15-minute timer up. That's right. For tonight, every gifted member or new member is 15 minutes added to the timer. How's it going, RR Spartan over there on Twitch? How are you doing? What's up? Yeah, the big boy. Kelly, how you doing? Unicorn's house. What's going on? What's going on? Let's get the fucking timer undone. And of course, as fate would have it, we do not actually have a fucking website open for the timer, so give me a second. There we go. Oh, I gotta log in because it logged me out. Choose my brand account. I don't have a brand account. Widgets. Timer. Boom. There it is. Okay. So. I am slacking here. I haven't been home all day today. I've been out. I have been out. Second past. What do you mean second past what? Second past what, dude? What second past? What are we talking about second past? I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't think there's any PD on. So I think, oh wait, what did I do? Oh, I fucked this up. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, we'll do that. I don't have any goals. Yeah, it's definitely, we're going to be making some, oh my God, this thing is driving me nuts. There we go. Okay. There we go. Nick Nelson, how you doing? You said give me a second. Oh, yeah, listen, I'm doing it right, okay? Ray, what's going on? Looking forward to seeing your stream. Thank you, I appreciate it. We are, if no PD is on, which I don't even know if PD is on. Oh my goodness, why is there so many fucking text messages? Hang on, let's get into this real quick. I have got 30 text messages, and I'm kind of interested to know why we have fucking 30 text messages in game. It's been less than 24 hours since I've been off. Oh, yeah. I'll go check it. Sorry, I've been asleep a while. That's fine. I mean, I'll definitely have to check it later, too. Strange door. Weird construction workers tried to arrest me at vet facility. They took pics when I was naked. What? Hang on. Just had Gramps come over to me, ask me why I called him a corrupt medic yesterday. Got some information from him, and he related it to the gang. Someone must have said something to him. He tried telling me something about you earlier, but I had to leave to meet Bucket. Why did you call him a corrupt medic? Did you not ask him who said it? Maybe he said a huge... yeah, but he's had a huge stroke and didn't want to push borders. I'll find out why. He was in the middle of telling me anyway before I rushed off to meet Bucket, and that's why it's a good idea. Catch the rat and put him 12 feet under because 6 feet, and I'll dig him up and kill him again. Well, if you're confident you can do it, I just want to push it. I hate rats. Nobody should be on channel 19. Weird door. All right, hang on a second. Okay. Happy birthday, Big Hoss. It's your birthday. Congratulations, man. Happy fucking birthday, buddy. Oh, I guess you know what I was going to do? I was going to check. So there is no PD on. So we are definitely going to go and cook a little bit. Or we're going to go get our fucking candy because we are completely out of candy. We'll get some coal and we'll go from there. I'm doing great, Nick. How you doing? How are you doing? I think I spelled dually wrong, but it's been bothering me. Is it like this? Or is it this? It's not dolly. Dually? Hang on. How do you spell dually? How do you spell dually as in dually pickup truck? No, I had it spelled right. D-U-A-L-Y-Y. Yeah, I had it spelled right. I know I did. There we go. Okay. What's up, Lenica? How you doing, big boy? Oh, my goodness. Big Hoss, happy level update. Yeah, happy evacuation from your, mother's whatever day. Joshy over on Twitch, how's it going? You've been drinking a lot of whiskey? Dude, I've been drinking a lot of whiskey, too. Damn, little bro, where you been? I thought you streamed earlier, and then I pop up now. Nice surprise. Yeah, listen. I had plans today. I was gone all day today. I literally left my house at 11 o'clock this morning, got home around 11, and I was like, I still gotta do a stream. You guys are about to get another IRL vlog. That's the kind of day it's been. Okay. I wish there was PD we can go sell. So, there we go. We're going to take the train down to Sandy. And then once we're down in Sandy, we're going to, who's Natalie calling me for? Never calls me this.
Your call is
Something going on. Check my wallet. Almost at 300K. IRL fishing trip with you and Nick when. Dude, he lives in Michigan. I live in Florida. And he doesn't come down here. And if he does, usually not here. Lincia? I'm sorry. Listen, I've been drinking, okay? I apologize. Okay? Lincia, listen, I've been drinking. Don't hate on me. I really, really, really hope that no PD take the RSX out for a joint. Brother, that would be, I'd be cooked in that thing. I should take it to the mechanic shop and have it painted a different color. While there's no PD on. That's usually what I do with my vehicles when there's no PD on, is I have them painted. You know, not as bad as how Opie said it. Listen, it's bad. We're in the Springlands. Golly, that place is packed. I thought I saw something about somebody snitching on somebody. Hang on. I must be missing a bunch of my text messages. Here we go. Someone told me that Lester said he would sell Dad out if he ever went to Rex's. Interesting. Something's weird and not about a foot. Boys on top watching live from Las Vegas. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let's go to Sandy. We're gonna get a car in Sandy, and then we'll take it to the islands. We need to get are oranges illegal to eat or something? No, why would they be illegal to eat? Who said oranges were illegal to eat? Dude, I love oranges. I have them every day with lunch. We do need to get some food, so we're gonna run over to the gas station and grab some food, and then we'll run over to the gas station. We'll get some food, and then we'll steal a car and we'll go to the island. We need to make some Coke. We haven't made Coke. I'd like to make as much Coke as I can with everything that I have on me, and then save it all. Boom.
You're telling me.
Oh wait, am I out of cash? No, I have plenty of cash. 2, 3, 1, 2.
I hear you.
3. Go. Alright, let's get a car. Should be some hanging around down here. Check the gas station. I will check the gas station. I'll check it later. I did runs last night after I got off. Need a car. I need a car. There's usually one parked at the gym. I trust everybody at that mechanic shop that we went to last night. Them guys do not like PD. So I have a feeling that they would not snitch. They helped me and Ralph out last night. I wonder if you can rob. Oh, you can rob this. Oh. There are cars in here. Where the fuck are all the cars at? Problem with taking a boat from here? Is it is a long way to get to where we need to get to. and you can't get there from here, so can't take a boat. We just need a car. I see one parked down there. It's cool. We got this. We got this, chat. We got this. I think Roxwood mechanics are safe, dude. After you pay off the truck, it's probably time to buy a boat. After I pay off the truck, I need to buy a van. The van is the next purchase. I need a storage van. And then I really need to save my money up because your boy is broke. Oh, damn, I fucked it up. 4, 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 1, 4. Get me in the car. Looks like it's just you tonight. Oh, it is definitely just me. Did Ralph even stream at all after he did his 24-hour? Which I still don't understand why people do 24-hour streams, man. I could never do a 24-hour stream. It is a little late. I had a different impression a few weeks ago when Buju got shot in the back by the way, that court case is apparently tomorrow night. So that is a big deal too. I kind of want to go see that court case tomorrow and how it plays out. I don't think Havoc's around. French was on earlier. Yeah. I don't think Havoc's around tomorrow. So I'm like 99% sure that it's going to be CJ, I think, overseeing it. Sweaty truckers. Look at them. I think CJ's presiding over that case, which is kind of weird. Are the Valencia oranges and Valencia frowned upon to eat? I had a friend travel to Spain to try to pick oranges from trees. Listen, I live in Florida, and I eat oranges all the time. Both French and Ralph was on earlier. Yeah, but Ralph was still on as his character from his 24-hour stream. Don't think he got to 24 hours. I think it was 18 or 19 hours. So he scammed everybody. What a scammer. Hasn't streamed since. He's probably fucking tired, dude. I mean, honestly, like, a 24-hour stream is fucking tough. There's usually boats parked there. The island is straight across from there. We're going to just take one of these hills and go over and up. I live in Texas. They're sold. Them like Sam's or something. Yeah, so CJ or Rodney. I'm pretty sure it's CJ. I don't think Havoc's around tomorrow night. Which is kind of weird that we're going to have a major court case without, because I don't think either CJ or Rodney have actually done an actually real court case before. So I kind of like, I thought that Havoc would be around. Maybe he's not going to be, I don't know. He mentioned something on his stream the other night about it. He was pretty much falling asleep at the 16-hour mark when Maccat was doing stuff. Oh. Staying awake for 24 hours hard enough without staring at a PC screen the entire time. Listen, I'm telling you, I stare at a screen for 8 hours a day at my regular job. And then now I stream at night. My eyes hurt so bad all the time. I'm probably going to end up getting blue light glasses in the future. We're driving by the gas station. We might as well just check it out. There's 1,500. Yeah, there's plenty in here right now. We'll see how the night goes. He won't be around tomorrow? Yeah, I figured he won't be. That's why I was surprised they're doing a court case tomorrow. Like, I was very surprised when they were talking about the Buju cases tomorrow night. I'm like, or Sunday night, I'm like, why? Well, now at this point, it's tonight. Get some of those glasses to wear. Yeah, I need to get them. I actually have a pair someplace in here. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Now you got me wondering. Oh my.
Motherfucker!
I don't know where they're at. I do have a pair someplace. Protect them eyes. Dude, I wear contacts. Locals just do like tomorrow tours. Trees. Yeah, I mean in Florida you can't go picking trees. You can't go picking oranges off of trees either, so I kind of agree with that thing. Highly frowned upon here in Florida. I made curry for dinner today, and I think I forgot an ingredient because the flavor wasn't what it wanted to be. Dude, curry is hard to make. It's not an easy thing. Yeah, like I said, I have a pair someplace, but I mean, I stare at a computer screen for probably about, let's say, the better part of 18 hours when it's all said and done. So I should be having something else. I mean, my phone protector is a blue screen light anyway as well, so it only makes sense. I really took a long way around here. These screens should have blue film protectors on them as well, though, if you ask me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Bruh.
Oh, bruh. Don't blow up. Oh, gosh. Saw my life flash before my eyes. Oh, my car just landed on top of me. You think he's mad? Look at him on the shoreline. Gonna try to fight me. 3, 4. Why am I going backwards? 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 1. The lag is so fucking bad right now with this. Dude, I had it that time. What the fuck? What am I missing here?
Another one.
There we go. Jason with the fucking big old fucking one gifted, you fucking legend. You know what I really want to do? Really quickly. Can't lie, Tommy, that was perfect hit. It was. I planned that. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I do want to take this guy and just punch him real quick because he's driving me nuts. That wasn't hard. I thought that was going to be a lot harder than it was. Okay.
Emotional, damn it.
Oh my god. I got to do something with those fucking alerts, dude. They are so loud. Jason, that makes you the absolute legend and the stream sponsor. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that hurt my ears too. All right, dude. How do you have to lockpick to get on a jet ski? You should at least lockpick to start it. Everything requires 2 lockpicks. It's just
that's nasty.
Daddy is nasty. Everything requires 2 lockpicks on the server currently. It's just the mechanics, the way that they're done. So, yeah. Okay, there is the island straight in front of us. I love the fighting enemy. Yeah, they are kind of cool. I know they changed them so they weren't as aggressive when the server first started. When the server first started, it was 2 punches, and then you went into the animation, so I know they changed it because it was so freaking bad. Okay, let's get in here. My neighborhood is called Pear Orchid because how many pear trees usually get. That's kind of cool. That is really fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Scuba? How you doing, man? How you doing? Alright, so we're gonna come over here. We're gonna start making some coke because literally need coke. My city used to be covered in trees where streets are named after them. We have neighborhoods named after trees like Walnut Park because of walnut trees. That's cool. I don't live anywhere cool like that. Just gonna throw that out there. I live nowhere near anything that's that cool. Okay. If these trees are picked on, I'm gonna be so mad. We went to an onion festival. That is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. What's up, Enzo? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Hello, who's all on? It's just me, man. It's just me. All right, we are anchored. Get some leaves. Tommy just wants to be an island boy. Yeah, that's true. I do. Can't lie. Oh, look at these beautiful trees. Beautiful trees. Late night grind session. I'm also going to grab some rocks as well. Maybe do some mining. Bucket needs coal, obviously, for the foundry. And Rodney is buying glass. If I can make glass... if I can make glass, I think he pays 20k per 100 glass or something. So if I make the glass, I can make 20k off of that as well. We'll see. We'll see how the night progresses. I don't want to be up super late tonight because, am I going to watch F1 later? I don't know, maybe. I don't want to be up super late tonight because last night it was a late night for me, like super duper late. And I'm trying not to be as late as I was last night, if that makes sense. Interesting. That was an interesting message. Bro moves like Escobar. Dude, I always... we've got to get what we got to get. It starts in 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Well, then that means I have to end my stream early. You know? I'm sure somebody's going to stream it in the Discord. But if I'm live, I can't really just jump in a call and be like, hey, I'm here, everybody. But I'm here to play. I can always catch the, everything else later down the road. If you know what I'm saying. Cooking with a bad shoulder isn't easy. Fuck no, it's not. It's not easy at all. My pocket's gonna fill up super quick. Which is good though, because we can cook, or we can make and then come back and make and come back and make and come back. So this could work out in our favor. Oh, that's right. Bucket found a weird door. I gotta see that. I'm also trying to figure... there we go. What is that? Oil refinery? It's just named Oil Refinery? It's a weird name. The Frozen Sea Drill? Interesting. I haven't been up there yet. Why wouldn't you be in my Discord? In South Texas, we do onion festivals because we grow street onions and... oh, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. We do strawberry festivals in Florida. Is it me or did that tree... I was going to say, that tree didn't look like it was picked clean. That tree did not look like it was picked clean. You want to use it for gaming claims for a while? That's respectable. I only used it before to connect to one friend. And I've had my account since like Discord when it really first came out. And then I got really into Discord. When I started streaming and stuff and I figured out what it was and what it's for and things like that. It's kind of weird how that works out. I need at least 300 leaves to do my first batch. Yeah, Mika does. Mika's my community manager in my Discord. He's the top dog. Although I'm pretty much on top of a lot of things, but if I'm not, he'd be the next one there. He's like the only one that actually has powers to do anything. Don't give too much powers in my Discord. I've seen what happens. We do apple festivals. Dude, apple festival. I fucking love apples. I love apples. I think that's my favorite thing to eat is apples. Yeah. I think that's my favorite thing to eat. One town in my state does a mint festival. That's crazy. What's up, Kyle G, man? How you doing? How you doing? I could get on the radio. Hello, hello. We do Cherry Blossom Festival in Missouri. It's like urban digital. I don't go off. No, that's not bad. You should try Fireside apples. Are they good? Oh, I'm full of my inventory. Darn it. Let's drop it and we'll come back for it. That's good though. What do I got? How many do I got? 243. That's not bad. That's a good start. That's a dang good start. And jump in. And swim. It would be kind of cool. We do not have a fruit or veggie festival. We have an official the pawpaw. Never seen anyone grow. Oh, nice. We just got inside from bringing in 1, 3, and 7 to play out in the snow. Oh my goodness, that was probably intense. Somebody's always leaving this shit here. I'm just gonna take it because it's free trays. Oh wait, I can't do anything with it, can I? What do trays weigh? Yeah, no, I gotta put my shit down. Actually, you know what? I could do this. Let me do this. Come back for that in a second. We'll get these trays. Oh wait, there's no cement in there? Oh yeah, fuck that. Come back over. I bet Nick and Tommy would love State's Oktoberfest. We have a big one where I'm from currently. When I say it's big, I mean it's pretty fucking big. And I go every year. I used to not go. It was like my first time going a few years ago. Which is kind of nice that we have it. But I didn't get to start enjoying it until a couple years ago. So. Let's fill this sucker up. 2. Is the pit full? Did I use everything already? Oh, I have 91 left. Oh, the pit is full. Alright, let's put some concrete down. Let's pick up some trays. Let's pick up some trays. Yeah, I need to... I used to... So, a little fun fact about me. I used to own a funnel cake and corn dog business. It was a family-run business. And we used to do festivals and fairs. It wasn't like part of like carnivals or anything like that. It was just more like festivals around the state of Florida. And I mean, it was good money. I could make the hell out of a funnel cake. But we were so like low budget. Like we just had a pan filled with oil. And then we just got up to like 375 degrees and we cooked it like that. I mean, it wasn't too much to know with it, you know. I've not been in a while, but there's a Jazz Blue Fest in my area. Nice. Do a festival, but something like that. I'd rather go to an Onion Festival than a Tom Sawyer Festival. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, Oktoberfest where I am, it's like the last couple weekends of October, and it's huge. Like, huge. And in the Onion Festival, if you're the early ones to show up in the festival, you get a free sack of onions and a big... That's kind of cool. Sir, send me your funnel cake and corn... So, the corn dog, I got from a wholesaler. Because corn dog... To make corn dog with the cornmeal, it's a pain in the fucking ass. But the funnel cake recipe will die with me. That will die with me. I will tell you that our secret ingredient for the corn dog or for the funnel cake, was the vanilla that we used, because we used a dash of vanilla, and the only way to get it was to go to Mexico. It is true vanilla, and it is phenomenal. What's up, Michael? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Ryan? How you doing? We have cider festivals in Bristol, UK. That's cool. That is really cool. But yeah, the funnel cake recipe, that dies with the family. It's a secret. It is a secret. I love funnel cakes, and it's delicious. It is 100%. It is amazing. And I even had the little funnel that you pour it into the ring and stuff. Oh. What's up, King? How you doing? You're not late, really. We're only 30 minutes in. Now you're hungry, dude. I'm hungry too. Wait, Rhea is here? Holy cow! Where the fuck have you been? You make your own vanilla Madagascar beans and Everclear. I'm telling you, I go to Mexico on cruises, and that is one thing that I always get. That is one thing I always get. I knew what my friend uses Mexican vanilla from Mexico when she makes her cakes. It's a secret as well. Yes, but it's also how much you put in. You have to put the right amount in. And like, to make my funnel cakes, you ever seen the cement mixers that like the paddle that spins? That's how I used to make it. I used to make it in a tub and then use my drill to make it and stuff. I make some bomb at Josh. I'm telling you right now, dude, my funnel cakes are famous. And our corn dogs were hand dipped. My corn dogs were fucking hand dipped corn dogs. So I had this big pitcher where I'd make the corn dog mix, and then you take we had special corn dogs that we ordered, but we had corn dogs like this long, right? And then when you're like, yeah, I'd like to get a corn dog, I made it right then and there. I take the corn dog, I dip it, I flip it up in the air, I'd let it drip all the way down, and then I put it in the oil. Oh, it was the fucking best. It was so good. I'm telling you. Throw a little mustard on there and some ketchup. Oh gosh. Once I get my big greenhouse, I'm growing my own. I'm going to go through the painful process of hand pollination. Ooh, that sounds bad. Baron Sir 6, you know, autumn musing's a bitch. It is. It is. We've missed you. We've missed you. You've missed a lot. If you haven't been catching up on the streams, and this goes for everybody. If you haven't caught up on any streams this week from last week, highly suggest. French, Lauren, me, Opie, Ralph, I highly suggest you watch it. I think you guys use the same Mexican vanilla. Probably. I use a certain kind of the Mexican vanilla. There's a couple of different kinds, but I use a certain kind. And actually, I do have family that when I go there that are bakers, they're like, hey, can you get me some vanilla? I'm always like, yeah, we'll get you some vanilla. So it is definitely worth it. It's amazing. And I tell everybody all the time, nothing beats it. So did I grab the extra trays that were in my car? I feel like I left trays in my car. So I live near the border. We get the ingredients in Mexico. Oh man, the spice is so good. Yeah, I went to Mexico on my cruise this past year, and it was amazing. So I've been blessed with a green thumb, Tommy. I grew 8-foot tall tomato plants and produced 8. Dude, that is fucking insane. Those are some big tomato plants. Okay. I heard noises outside. I'm like, what is that noise? I got 91, so I can probably drop the next 50 down. I don't have a green thumb at all. I'm good at cutting grass, but that's about it. I used to be good at smoking it too. Way back in the day. Oops. We just want to use it. They even grow pineapple up here in Washington State. Believe it or not, I can grow pineapple here in Florida. Okay, we drank some whiskey, so while we're doing this, we can have a good time. Man, I tried deep fried butter and it's so much better. So I used to do deep fried Oreos, used to do deep fried Twinkies, and deep fried Snickers. Deep fried Snickers is like a brownie that's just oozing with deliciousness. And a deep fried, the deep fried Twinkie is like a nice fluffy marshmallow.
Nice.
I know, Joshy, it is nice. It is like it is just so good. It is so good. Now, I did do Girl Scout cookies one time. And let me tell you, oh God, you haven't lived until you had a deep fried, like Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie or one of the peanut butter ones, because they were fucking phenomenal. You have 2 key lime trees? Nice. Did I buy a greenhouse when I move? We have all the fruits, veggies. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's easy to grow there unless you have to take them inside or have a heated greenhouse. Winters kill them. Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny because most people will take their pineapple and they'll just go outside. They'll cut the top off. They'll just plant it down upside down and then they'll start having pineapples grow. My buddy did that next door to me. Deep fried Mars bars are traditional in Scotland. I bet they are. And finding out how to make them is not the easiest process either. It took us a little bit to get the recipe and stuff down for it. 'Cause, I mean, it's the funnel cake batter, but you got to make sure you add. It can't be too thick to do like a deep fried Twinkie and stuff. So the batter can't be too thick, or like when you're pulling it out, it'll just fall out. That's what I used to do. And my shows used to be from January through end of April, and that's how I used to make my second income. I think the people who invented the deep fried Snickers or Oreos are from my area. I can't remember. They probably are. It started at what's the Wisconsin State Fair is like the biggest fair in the United States or something. I think it started there. I think that's where it started, but everybody makes it different. Like I said, we use the funnel cake batter, but we made it a little bit different. A papaya tree, and it's sweet. Papaya trees are good. Ow, why does my foot hurt? Oh my goodness. My foot is killing me. In Scotland, you can go to a fish and chip shop and take your own food there and ask them to deep fry it for. So they do that in the Keys, and I think there's some places around here where I live that do it as well. You just pay what's called a what's it called? There's a fee you pay for it. We used to do that like in the Keys when I used to catch mahi. We used to take it right to the restaurant on the boat, and we would cut it and bring it to them, and they would be like, "Here you go." Dude, Wisconsin's cold though, and the Packers are in Wisconsin. That's right, I said it. Almost done with this batch here, and when we're done, we'll go get more leaves. We grow a lot of fruit and flower. We do. Mango trees, we got everything. All right, what are my pocket space looking like? Well, we got plenty of pocket space now. And 85 trays. So let's go back and finish picking. Just found it's easier to swim than it is to run. So now I just swim. Yeah, what's up, General? How you doing? Use cake batter for Oreo? You would think, but not really. My friend has watermelon patch in the garden. Best watermelons I've had, period. No one else. Yeah, I've heard about that. Like, the fresh watermelon and stuff is really good. We need this. And we need this. Okay, there we go. Even Brett Favre couldn't help the Packers. No one can help the Packers. Ow. Make me spam you with stadium pack. Listen, okay? Like I said, I'm a Patriots fan. Okay? I'm a Patriots fan. Why does my foot hurt me? My foot's in a lot of pain. Leave the meat Packers alone. The Lambeau Leap. My mom used to go to Florida when she was young to work at the strawberry field, and my mom said Florida strawberries. Dude, Florida strawberries are delicious. Like this time of year, right when they're in harvest right now, you get them from the store. You can get like a big giant box. It's literally like this big, like by this big, and it's just full of strawberries. You can't even eat them all. Go Pats. That's right, go Pats. Pats are my favorite team, and then the Bucks are a close second, only because I used to have season tickets to the Bucks. My foot hurts so bad. I can't figure out why. So you're a Cheaters fan? Listen, none of that was founded, okay? None of that was true. None of that was true. My neighbor works, Pat's. He's a team scout. He used to be special teams. See? See? I know Brett Favre's name. Right. Hawaiian strawberry, aka the pineapple, is hands down my favorite. If you're old enough to remember the pineapple strawberry, Starburst candy, dude, that was. I don't make a lot of good candies anymore. Only pro teams I care about is the good old ones from Detroit, Michigan. Oh, golly. Spartan is a Lions fan. He's over on Twitch right now. Only sore losers believe we cheated. Exactly. Ain't no cheaters here. I had to do that. I'm sorry. Ain't no cheaters here. Why do I have... I thought I had 2 messages. I guess I don't. Ain't no cheaters here. Brady was the GOAT. Brady's still the GOAT. Sir, the video of the Rams were true before the Super Bowl. So we're not going to say anything, okay? The Lions will get a Super Bowl soon. They have improved. I don't know, man. There has been a lot of shakeup in the offseason in the NFL. Like, a lot of shakeup. Like, there's a lot of teams that are going to be, like, different next year. And a lot of players that left that are going to make me question a lot of things. Listen, let's do a shot. It's Saturday night. I've been drinking all day. Might as well keep the train going. And let's have a shot. Bum, 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 bum. Plus, I need to get the time. I need to get the shot counter down a little bit here, guys. For the Pats.
Ew.
Oh, I've been drinking whiskey all day. Okay. For the Pats. Oh. Here we go. Okay, so I lived in Florida when I was young. I missed the fresh fruit and veggies. I live in Wisconsin. We don't get as fresh. I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. Sir Eli Manning beat the Patriots twice when it counted. Okay, so here's the thing. I love it. Absolutely fucking love it when people tell me, oh, the only team that went undefeated was the 72 Dolphins. Me? There's no PD around right now. It's late. So I always get annoyed when people tell me that. And I always say to people, when the 72 Dolphins played, the game was different. The Patriots had an undefeated season, undefeated playoff run. They went to the Super Bowl and they lost. No other team has done that. Okay? No other team has played the amount of games and was still undefeated. I don't want to hear anything. When I was growing up, Jerome Bettis, Troy, I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah. You know how it goes. I'm proud of the green and white yesterday basketball game. UConn and put up a good fight. Kind of wish we could have made it one more round of the face. Duke, yeah. The NCAA's been weird this year. The March Madness stuff's been really fucking weird. It's been really weird. My pocket's getting full. We're getting there. 118. And it's nighttime. I think it's almost daytime. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Why didn't my fucking lights kick on? Go blue. Super Bowl still counts. The Dolphins won. Super Bowl Pats didn't. Yeah, they played a friggin' like, what was it? Like a 13-week series? Or yeah, was it like 13 weeks back then? Is that what it was? Now you're making me wonder. Now I gotta fucking check it. Now I gotta check it. Why isn't it popping up here? There we go. Okay, so it was 14 regular season and 3 playoffs. And the 2017 Patriots were undefeated. It was... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They went 18-0. So they did play an extra game over the Dolphins. And according to ESPN, that's considered an undefeated season. I hate to admit it, but I have been a Vikings fan for 32 years, and I jumped ship. This year, I almost did. Yeah, the Vikings have had it rough. But something is wrong with my foot. Oh, goodness. Why does my foot hurt so bad? Remember the 0-16 Detroit Lions? Listen. It's Detroit. Okay, it's Detroit. And an extra loss. Whatever. Listen. I'd like to see Vikings are going to be good this year because of Murray Super Bowl time. We'll see. Everybody always thinks their team's going to do good. I mean, honestly, this year, if you had told me, you know, who was going to go to the Super Bowl and how it was going to play out, I had told you you're full of shit. I never thought the Patriots were going to go to the Super Bowl. They were really outclassed, though. Season encompasses the Super Bowl, my guy. If you didn't win the big one, you have a loss. I'm still stolen true. If you look at ESPN claims it. They're undefeated. Okay? Undefeated. Undefeated season. Okay, season. That means for the regular season, they were undefeated. They lost in the playoffs. Cowboys fans exit out the door that way. I was talking to somebody today. They're like, diehard Cowboys fan. Go, we them boys. And I'm like, you are not. And you probably shouldn't tell people you are. Stop living in the 90s. That's like the Bills fans that are always like, that was our season. I don't have top favorite streamers. I love every streamer equally, honestly. You to ask somebody who their favorite streamers, it's tough because, you know, everybody brings a different kind of style to their stream. And I like the uniqueness that everybody has. Patriots had a lot of luck that went their way. Listen, that's like saying that the Chiefs are a better team than the Patriots when we know that's not true. We know that Chiefs are not the greatest team in the world. And no one had it worse in the first couple of years of the Bucks 0-26. Dude, the Bucks. I mean, who remembers before Brady went to the Bucks? They were awful. What's going on, Carmine? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Bills fans. We went to 4 Super Bowl, lost all 4. Yeah, they're never going to do it good. I mean, that's a given. Cowboys are going to go to the playoffs this year, but the defense needs to step it up. Yeah, no. Y'all showing about football, go Lions. I said it. I fucking said it. Oh, I'm gonna walk. Don't mind me. Oh, the dark ages. Chiefs were so overhyped. I knew it was a matter of time before it died down. They were always overhyped. So one thing that always bugged me is like when people are like, oh, you know who's a better team than the Patriots and the better quarterback is Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And for me, it's tough because it's like saying LeBron was better than Jordan. It's 2 different games at 2 different times. A lot of the rules changed because of playoff seasons and stuff like that. The quarterback rules changed because of what happened to Favre, and it happened after Brady left. You know, if you look at some of Brady's original hits from back in like the early 2000s, that man got rocked more than half of the quarterbacks that play. In today's day and age, Brady would have won so many games based off of illegal tackles and shit like that, you know. What's up, Ace? How you doing? I'm making a sports book in the city so we can bet on games with redline money. Yeah, that won't happen. You can't cross those lines. Okay, who do you think will pop off as streamers? I mean, like I said, it's tough because streaming is like a luck. There's a wheel that you spin whether you're going to be a good streamer or not. So it's always tough to say, who do you think is going to do better than this person? Because like Lolly came in, didn't know much about streaming, didn't, you know, and it was, and what's going on, Ace? Welcome to the 239 party crew. Fucking legend. So it's always tough to say about streamers because tomorrow somebody could come in the city and Lennon could be a streamer and he could be a fucking kick-ass streamer for all we know. So it's kind of tough because it's just a draw the luck, you know. Are we comparing GOATs, the number of rings? If so, LeBron and Jordan are not the GOATs. So I don't look at rings as to who's the GOAT. I look at overall how somebody did when they played. And if you ask me, when you look at Jordan, the man's stats were phenomenal. And basketball's changed a lot. I used to love basketball. Jordan was my favorite player. I simped so hard. It'd be great to watch Brady, Payton, and Mario play with today's rules. That's exactly. I mean, I have Jordan basketball cards. Why do I keep jumping out? I had Jordan basketball cards. I had Jordan this. I was a huge Jordan fan. Okay. And the game isn't what it was when Jordan played. In reference to the 0-26, the 70s NHL, limited protected player salary cap, NHL figured out. Yeah. I have to say, I love Redline. All the boys are equally amazing. But if either one of French, Alana Lauren, or even Ralph left, it would be great. Never be the same. You know, bucket of grape. It would never be the same if any. That's why it sucks. Like when Ralph does early streams, he's not around because the level of chaos there is. What has been nice, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Enzo's great, dude. I watch Enzo when I'm at work. Larry Bird was your favorite player, dude. Larry Bird, actually, my dad knows Larry Bird. He doesn't live far. He lives in Florida. So, but yeah. Tom Brady the GOAT because he had to go against the Ravens and the Legion of Boom. Listen, when you're talking sports, I was a Jordan fan too. I haven't watched basketball since he retired. It's tough. To me, the GOAT is a man not only won 11 rings, but is a coach and a player. For 2 of those, refs were against him, teams were against him. Yeah. So when someone's always like, oh, this person's great, that person's great, I always say it's true. But you got to remember this. You got to look at it this way. The eras of time change. You know, look at players are faster now. They have cleats that are different. Technology. They've got cleats that are, they start perfecting things and digging deeper and doing things differently. So to say that something is better than something was 5 years ago or someone's better than they were 5 years ago, of course, everything changes. So you got to look at that era, that time period. Would LeBron be as good as Jordan was when Jordan played? Who knows? I mean, LeBron flopped a lot. The game was different, so it's tough. The game is a lot faster, though. There's a lot of QBs that have to pay attention. Yeah, of course. Yeah, NASCAR is a great example of the way times change. How much trays do I have on me? I got 100 trays. Oh, 130 trays. And I'm out of leaves. Are those leaves grown back yet? Can I see from here? Ooh, those leaves grew back. Let's go pick those leaves, and then we'll come back and finish this. Wasn't a big fan of Brady when he was playing, but a few of the all-time greats agree on. Yeah, I mean, when you're on top, a lot of people hate you. A lot of people hated Brady. I always laugh because 3/28 is my buddy's daughter's birthday. She was born on 3/28. Her mother is a die-hard Falcons fan. And I made the joke the day their daughter was born, and I said, you know what's funny? I said 3/28. I said that's the score of the game in the fourth quarter the Patriots were losing by. And I'll never forget, because today we were at the birthday party, and I even said the same thing to her. I said, you know what today is, right? And she's like, fuck you. But that's just the way it is. Yeah. Curry changed the game of basketball. Yeah. That's it. Players come in, they make a complete change to the game of basketball. Or any sport. And it changes a lot of things. I think when towards the end of the Tom's career, when what's his name? Fuck. Oh, when Mahomes came in. Mahomes is a different quarterback. I mean, he cried a ton. Oh, fuck the Falcons. Listen. I know. There we go. A lot of people classify Bird as a small forward, but in today's game, he's a power forward unless your name is Tim Duncan. Yeah. But like I said, dude, a lot of things, comparing things to where they were and how they were, like if you look at like Muhammad Ali, amazing. Would he beat some of the people that were out today? Probably not. And that changed because of him. That sport changed because of him. So it's always tough. Listen, that's like the Seahawks and Patriots when they played. What was it? Back in like 2012? 2013? Maybe? When the friggin' on the 2-yard line, you throw an interception. Come on. Tater raid. We got a raid coming in. Sweet. I didn't know he was still alive. I checked the self-promotion before I started. What's on Cooper Flag? Who the fuck is Cooper Flag? Sorry, Stokers, don't take it personal. I'm a Bucks fan. It happens. I hate when people say all the time players won't be great. Today's basketball, which is a lie. Chamberlain, Jordan, LeBron, XR will be great in any era. So, Tyson versus Ali. Tyson. Taterade. Should ran with beast mode. They should have ran it. Listen, I'm a Patriots fan. I'm going to tell you right now. Greatest outcome of a football game there could ever be. What do you think of this head coach, though? What are you thinking? Squeeze the Tater raid, a new guy in redline. Okay. We'll have to check him out. Did he post in self promo? I don't see him posted in self promo. That's something I gotta look at. He doesn't have a raid thing yet. He needs to get that set up. He needs to get. Oh, you know what? It depends on how many. It depends on how many followers he has. I forgot to post in self promotion. Okay. Oh wait, I think I've seen you, Squeeze. I think didn't Aria raid you the other day? I think Aria raided you the other day. I'm pretty sure, right? I think so. Pretty sure. If that's the case, I did check you out. You gotta get your raid stuff set up. And make sure you go on self-promotion. We had to push buttons like a barbarian. No, but he had a member chat send us. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So I definitely remember seeing your handle in Aria's thing. She raided you. He's under 200 members. Okay. Yeah, definitely don't forget to post in self-promotion because We love new people in redline, so we love new people in redline, and I like rating new people in redline, so definitely always make sure that you post in self-promotion it. Never forget. Never forget. I feel like this tree's about to grow in. I saw a tree. There's one here. Did I leave before that finished? Oh, I got it. I was like, what? What's up, Robert Castleberry? How you doing? How you doing? I had 7 members Tuesday and over 200 day. Redline is the most loving supportive community. It is, my friend. It is. That's why it's always important to jump in self promo, because we will follow people all night long. Some nights I get rated with, 600 people, and then I take those 600 people and send them to somebody else, and then they send them to somebody else. It's a big giant train of love going around. Giant love bomb going around. Is there no more trees up here? No. That's fine. While we're waiting for these ones to grow in, let's go and make some more of our fun stuff. Yes, Redline. What's up, Dustin? How you doing? Redline has a great community. But yeah, there's rules that change every sport, and there's things that change everything and anything, and that's something we always remember, is why things change. They change for the better, they change for the worse. I always say, if you look at basketball today, there's more traveling than there is dribbling. You think Opie will get caught just so we can the RP can expand more? I don't know. I don't know. Honestly. I mean, should he get caught? I don't know. It's not for me to decide. I'm doing fantastic. We're doing a grind stream. What did I hear you say about my Patriots? I said my Patriots are the best team ever. NBA is a joke now. I can't get into the NBA like I used to. I used to be a huge NBA fan. Like, it was big for me. I loved it. Watched it every night. Now, not so much. Our Hanks band, whether he gets a card or not. I think it's going to be good because he's got to do something, right? And I'm surprised he wasn't live tonight. They must have had a late night last night. I hate kickoffs now in football. Yeah, they did it for safety, and they think that it's going to be better for like running the ball back. For returns and stuff, so that's why they did it. Traveling is even getting called less in college too. It is. Why didn't the 6 win the Super Bowl? What? Dustin, what happened? Nothing's better than hockey, dude. I love hockey. I love me a good hockey fight. Legalized gambling ruined sports. You know what ruined sports? You know what ruined college? The paying athletes for their likeness ruined college sports, in my opinion. Now college players can make just as much as NBA or senior like celebrity players, like athletes, like on the pro level. And that's what I have a problem with. That's what I have a problem with. Keep politics. Yeah, they do. They need to keep politics out of sports. They keep politics out of everything. Politics should only be when they're discussing politics. That's the only time you need politics. Should be between the politicians, and that's it. When did they win the Super Bowl? Honestly, I didn't think they were going to win the Super Bowl this year. They weren't a team to play in the Super Bowl. I don't think the Patriots should have been in the Super Bowl. I don't think they were even Super Bowl caliber team this year. With Jones being injured and stuff, I don't think it was a good year for them to be in the Super Bowl. He shouldn't have been playing. I think transfer portal is also pretty freaking bad. Formula One's about to start. I bet it is. I bet it is. I'm actually surprised. Usually in the Redline Discord, there's always people like streaming it and having a conversation. So, is that why Havoc ended his stream early tonight, so we can get up early tomorrow or today and watch it? Because like, what is it right now? It's 6 a.m. in the UK. But the politicians like to put politics in everything. That's what they do. The NFL fucked it over because most people want to go to schools who pay the most instead of a team that can help fight. That's what it is. You don't want to watch Luka average 40? Listen. So I'm old. So I remember when Kobe, the #1 high school player in the United States. I'm going to skip it. I'm going right to the NBA. Look how good it turned out for him. He was young and dumb when he did it, but it happens, you know? You know how Frenchie's and Opie about the F1 races? Yeah, I know. I know. Races delayed by 10 minutes? Oh, that figures. That figures. And we'll dump this down. The goal is to have a ton of Coke, so I don't have to freaking worry about this anymore. When did you get interested in politics, Grandpa? The moment I got old. Pretty much. Politics are just... I don't talk about politics on my streams. I don't talk about... I bet George Russell's this race. Players should be paid because you are using the name, image, and likeness to sell gear. Should be a cap on each school, each player. Everyone is in the same level. Pretty much, you know. I'm more in the NASCAR world, but loving how the season's going so far. Yeah, dude. I mean, listen. I hate when people are like, NASCAR, you just go in circles. It's not hard to turn the wheel. No, there's a lot of... It's a professional sport. If everybody could do it, there would be 100 million people that are doing it. And they're not, for a reason. I don't play basketball because I suck at basketball. I enjoy watching it. I played football because I loved playing football. Couldn't play football now. I'm old. Now remember I got my when Bird dropped 16 games. Yeah. Didn't someone just break like an NBA record recently? They scored like 80 or like 80 points or something. They scored like a ridiculous amount of points recently. The G-force in F1 is insane. It is. Have you read the book Wise Guys? No. Swim to the top. How many Coke trays do I have on me now? 168. Okay. How much Hydro do I have on me? 44. So we got plenty. Let's say 9 times 5. Yeah. Oh my god, these trees haven't grown in yet. There's no way these trees haven't grown in. Someone's fucking with me. Somebody's fucking with me. Like Texas and Howard should have a cap per school and across the board limit for each school that you can actually... Yeah, that's what it is. It was spoon-fed to go, yeah. Band broke Kobe's 81. That's what it was. It explicitly breaks down how the mob corrected college football. Listen, or college basketball. Listen, I don't know. I'm from Florida, and I don't know if you guys know who Tone Loc is. He's a big rapper back in the day. I think he did Funky Comadima. He admitted to single-handedly paying for 99% of the people that played for the University of Miami's team. Miami got in a lot of trouble for that. Players were suspended. They weren't allowed to like be in a lot of the stuff because of it. And that's one of the reasons why it's gonna take forever. I should just go start making my Coke. That's one of the reasons why I'm like against certain things. Have you seen Dolly around? No, I haven't seen Dolly. Have not seen Dolly. still 83. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Tone Loc actually single-handedly ruined. He was like, I remember Miami got in so much trouble for that. Doesn't Congress have to set those rules? Little chance of the happening. NCAA tries just to fall. I don't think they have anything to do with it. I think the NCAA handles a lot of it. Haters gonna hate. Bam is second at well, Bam Kobe. It is. He did pass Kobe. It is what it is. I mean, there's nothing you can do. Hope everything is well. I'm sure it is. Scoring 43 free throws in NBA is hard. Shoot. What we see on the TV is nowhere near what we see in a pickup game or at a local gym. It's exactly true. Some of the best players are actually on the street they play a pickup game with their homies. You know, a 5-on-5 game that they play, you know, for 30 minutes. They'll score so many. And it's a pickup game. It's exactly what you think it is. So I don't know. Congress sticks their nose where it doesn't belong sometimes. I hate people think that they can beat the worst NBA. It happens. Tommy, you going to Kennedy on Wednesday? Unless things delayed again, we are sending people back to the moon. So, fun fact. If it happens on... If it doesn't happen this Wednesday and it happens on Friday, I might actually take a ride Friday to go see the space launch. Might. We'll see. I'm very fortunate to be in a close distance to go to see things like that. It's cool because when the space shuttles come back, they used to land here in Florida. You used to hear the sonic boom, make everything in your house shake, rattle, and roll. What am I looking like here? I have another 100 trays to go. Drinking my glass of whiskey while I'm making my stuff, like the Will Mamba pickup game. Even though he retired from the AML, would definitely still blow out the casual at the gym. Yeah, I mean, look at Brady just did in a celebrity game. I mean, that's... Come on now. $3,000 miles away. It's pretty far. Pouring the gas in. Never got a chance to see a launch from the space go yet. Hope someday. It is really cool. It is really cool to see this, you know, all that kind of stuff. As I get older, I start to take a lot of the... As you get older and you can start doing things, you start, you know, like seeing different things. It's kind of cool. It really is. That would be so cool to watch. It really is. In fact, I've got pictures of driving to work some mornings and seeing like you could see like, it's kind of hard to explain, but, and I hate to say it like this, but it looks like a giant sperm in the sky, because you'll see like they're breaking the speed and light barrier and it's wrapping around them like this, and it's just, you see it going through the air. It's one of the coolest things in the world. How did I get into Redline? Believe it or not, I found a live stream of Elite, and I was in another server, and I was like, this fucking server's cool as shit. The server I was in, I liked the server I was in. The problem with the server I was in, they were very strict on the rules. A lot of people compared it to how V2 was. Like, if you got into an accident, you had to RP your injuries and stuff like that. So, at the time, RGA and I, Bucket, we were on a V menu server, and we made the switch to come here because we were like, hell yeah, we want to, you know, partake in some of this. It seems like a lot of fun. That's what we did. We came over And we've had a blast ever since. I will say that. Contras, that's what they are. That's what they are. But it's kind of cool because you see it wrapping around it. It's just, I think I got a picture on my phone from it, actually. Hang on a second. I might still have it. I might have deleted it, though, because it was so long ago. I just went through here and deleted a bunch of photos off of my phone, so let me take a look. It's more than 5 years ago, because it was when I was living in my old house. It was one of the coolest things. I know it's on my Facebook page. I can go look at my Facebook page. Gotta be careful though, because I don't want to accidentally give my information away. Can you make moonshine game? People can. I can't. I still have a lot of photos on my phone. These are ridiculous. Let me go to my Facebook real quick. Hang on. I know it's on my Facebook page. Because now I want to see this. Because now I'm like, yeah, yeah. Photo. Dude, I don't ever go on Facebook. Photos. Uploads. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe I don't have it anymore? Wild. Now I'm like in a rabbit hole right now. I'm like, I know I have it. Why did you and Bucket join the boys? I mean, well, Bucket and I like to RP, but we just like to do things. It kind of worked out. Maybe I don't have it in my phone like I thought I did. Got a lot of pictures in my phone. Well, my Facebook. That I hardly ever use. The last picture I uploaded was like 3 years ago. But when I was young and dumb and used to upload my entire life on here. And no, I don't have it anymore. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. If I find it before my next stream, I will definitely show you. Because I'm just kind of running through these real quick. And these are all out of whack too. Concerts. Yeah, no, I don't know where it's at. I have to look it. I don't know where it's at. Was there between Opie getting paid to be on duty when he wasn't doing police work and what Kendrick was doing, be honest? What do you mean? He was always on duty as an officer. Well, there's different exploits. There's different exploits, dude. So, that's the thing. The exploit was really, really bad. Like, I was trying to move some photos on my computer and realized how old my phone was at. My iPhone 11. Oh my goodness. That's an old. We are making some good stuff here. I didn't add the gasoline here. How much gas do I have? I got 7 left. Oh my goodness. So we have enough to make one more tray, I believe. Did I not make this? What? So there's two things with that shield. See, there's two things with that. So the first thing is what Kendrick did is actually was an exploit in the game. What Opie's doing is corruption. It's not an exploit. It was corruption. You know, there's a big difference between the two. So, and yeah, and he never clocked in when he wasn't doing police work. And that you can do Jim when you're on his duty. So there's a difference between the two. Okay, I think we're out of trays, yeah. So we'll get some more. We got plenty of cement. We're gonna use this. I remember when I got my Apple or my iPhone 4S. Collect cocoa waste. And remove that cocoa. Okay, so what do I got on me now? I got 20 bases. Okay. Let's go back over here. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, but there's a difference. There's a huge difference from what one was doing to the other. No, the exploit you're thinking about that Kendrick told him is a completely different exploit. So I still have all my iPhones. I have every iPhone I ever had. Well, not as of recently because I've had to turn them in, but yeah, no. So Kendrick explained it all. So it's not honestly, it's not my place to explain it, but there's exploits, and then there's what Alana was doing was being clocked in on stream, or was being clocked in on PD and being at the gym. That's allowed. Like a mechanic can't clock in and go to the gym. That's paycheck farming. They have to be there. But when there's no calls coming in and PD aren't doing anything, they can either sit in Legion or go to the gym, and he went to the gym. So what he was doing was perfectly allowed. The XR iPhone was the best iPhone ever made, in my opinion. iPhone X. iPhone X was the best iPhone in my opinion. I had an iPhone X, loved it. So many features that iPhones today still don't have was on the iPhone X. Yeah, so NZ Stoner hit it on the head. And he wasn't even abusing the police system. He was doing what was allowed to be done. The police system was allowed to be, and EMS does it too. You're clocked on, you can go to the gym and work out. Because what you're doing at the gym is you're bettering your skills for PD. So a lot of people do that. That's allowed in game. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I think his time is up. I think he can apply. I think I saw that he put on his thing that he was going to. Yeah, a lot of cops were fishing on duty and stuff. I mean, what are you going to do when there's nothing going on in the city? You know, in fact, I made a joke that the other night when we were doing all that stuff, I think there wasn't a lot of police calls coming in. There's not a whole lot of people doing criminal stuff in the city right now. There's only a handful of people. We're like the group of handful of people that are doing the criminal stuff. So there's not a whole lot of stuff going on. I wonder if there's any PD on. Services, no PD on it. Okay. Your calf is cramping? That's not good. That is not good. Like, I have a ton of meth I need to cook still. So, like, I still got to cook meth. So I still have a lot of things to do. Yeah, I sold my X for more than I paid for it. That's the crazy thing. Yesterday he could file his appeal. His 2-month ban was up yesterday. Ralph messaged him asking if he was still planning to appeal. We all just need to wait and see. Ralph messaged him? I don't think Ralph messaged him. Hold on. Yes, he was abusing. I watched the stream. He was abusing it. While cars were being called, not at the gym, taking the phone for hours and hours while on the clock with the PD. Trust me. But that's just corruption. That's nothing to, that's not a, he didn't abuse anything in game. And plus, I mean, I clock on SPD and I don't go to calls and I sit in the gym. I'm not doing anything. I'm just taking advantage of the PD system. I bet PD beyond their hours, most of them must be on the other side of the world. They are, yeah. That's not an exploit of the game. That's not an exploit. That's, you can do that. The other thing you gotta realize too is right now in server, the police script is broken. So when you're off duty, you still get PD calls. So a lot of what people are thinking that he was on duty, he wasn't on duty. You know? Oh, he did? Yeah. I mean, the bottom line is this. What Kendrick did was absolutely wrong. Was 100% wrong. Okay? There's clocking on as PD and working out of the gym, and then there's, you know, doing things to pretty much take and break the economy of the game.
Fire in the hole!
Speaking of the devil,
Damn boy late as hell.
what's up, Kendrick? We're just talking about you. People are wondering if Opie abused an exploit because he was clocked on as PD while he was doing other things, but it's not. That is not a wait, are we talking about me? Well, yeah, because your appeal is, I guess, yesterday or something. They said that you could file for your appeal. I saw it in your Discord, but somebody was asking if I believe that when Winston was clocked on duty at the gym, if he abused an exploit in the system. And I don't, it's not, it's not, that's just PD stuff. And that's the other thing is everybody was wondering if you're making your appeal to come back. So we were just trying to figure things out. And yes, I am late because I had a long day, but I appreciate the $2, by the way. I appreciate it. Okay. So much. $210. So that's what everybody was wondering, is if you are filing in your appeal. If you haven't, what your game plan is. I wasn't talking about the gym. I had seen him doing other things in stream, like what calls were coming in. So what you gotta understand is the script is broken, Shieldsy. So any cop that has the PD job will still get calls when they're off duty. And that's what was happening. What's up, Joseph? How you doing? So that's all. If I switch my character right now, I'll still get calls if people are doing something, even when I'm off duty. If there's another officer that can do things like that. I think you're mistaking like the way the scripting works. Like Bucket, when he was EMS, was always getting calls for EMS when he was off duty. So yeah, I freaked up, but I wrote up an appeal. I'm just waiting. Yeah, I feel that I had a pain in the ass of the day myself. Yeah, I was busy all fucking day. I wasn't home. Yeah, that's all it was, Shieldsy. The script, when you're off duty as a PD officer, you still get calls. So when you could be like, get in the server, and if there's like another cop on that's doing PD stuff, you'll get calls the entire time, because you know, that's what happens. It's just it's a bug that has to be fixed. I didn't know you were gone. Get back in the steamy bed. We all had pain in the ass days. Yeah, that's all. The only time he did anything was when he was at the gym, and then fishing. And fishing he got yelled at for. So he stopped fishing. But yeah, that's about it. That's the way to look at it. So, is Bush ever active? I don't think so. He pops into chat on Discord every once in a while and goes, "What Tay or Free Tay or something," but he was active the first couple weeks. He played the cop that Harry hired. I think it was like Bravo 420 was his name or something. So at the point, you know, you got to turn a blind eye. It's called RP. And that's the weird thing is like a lot of people are like, oh, that's not fair. You know, when calls are coming through, if you're breaking the law, you could leave. But a lot of the officers don't break the law. So when they're off duty, they still get calls. They don't know what's going on, you know. Opie was corrupt, so he knew when calls were coming through. That's the only reason. I should have just stayed home and day drunk. I went out and day drank, so I miss Bush and his free tay. What tay? What tay? I feel like this tree is about to grow in. I don't think so. I think there's one more up there. How many do I have now? 335? Fuck yeah. No, it's not. It's back down to 200,000. I think Bucket's buying a boat this week. A fast boat. I'll convince him to sell me his. Yeah, Bush. So Bush and Alana started a redline. Back in 2019, I believe. Birthday brothers, nice. I don't understand why Kendrick is a swear word. Why is Kendrick a swear word? Kendrick, your swear word? I didn't know that. Hope he didn't use that information. That's the thing. That is a thing. Squeeze Tater. All right, man. Have a good one. Time for some Z's. Yeah, I'm not far behind you. I know Kendrick swear. I didn't know you were a swear word. Being a server owner for a GTA server is actually a lot tougher than a lot of people think. Also, deving it, because there's a lot. You got to have a good team behind you. I remember Jello and Opie made the videos back in the... Yeah. No, Kendrick's got to walk around the entire map. It'd be funny if, like, they're like, hey, your first punishment is you have to swim the entire map. The entire map. You have to swim it. That would be absolutely friggin' hilarious. Make you swim the entire map. I'm here for it. It's usually said in negative. No. Who's the main dev of the server? Havoc is. That would be awful. I'm staying banned. Swimming around the entire map will be crazy. Yeah, but you have to stop. You can't go to the Arctic. You just die. So much has happened since Kendrick left. You know what? We need to drink another glass of whiskey. 24-hour comeback to redline, swing around the entire map. No, he's gonna try to break his record from last time. I'm gonna see you later. All right, Ajax, have a nice one. So who are all devs in redline? That's the secret. Nobody really knows. No, Maka is, Smithy is, Phantom is, Lauren does dev work, Haley does dev work, Seth does dev work. I don't know why I just planted some more. Gotta see Kendrick walk to GTA 6 map when it comes out. Yeah, he has to. What's up, Locks? How you doing? Enzo just went live. Catch you later. All right, no problem. We'll be here. Whiskey is bad. Moonshine's... Doesn't moonshine kill you instantly? You're staying banned, Kendrick. Ooh, Travis throwing shade. Obi versus Kendrick swimming for shoes. They already did that. What's up, Pinot Noir? How you doing? In actual GTA Online, I ran the entire map from peer to peer in a full server. Surprised that most people didn't try to kill me. That's crazy. He was so bored from walking. I know he wouldn't do the swimming. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping if I come back, most of the bugs are fixed and the grind is a little better compared to how it was. So the grind is actually not as bad as it was. On the criminal side, the drops are better. The grind is easier. Unfortunately, everything has quadrupled in price now because every time a car gets restocked, the price goes up by dramatic amounts. And then I mean, the PD's gotten a lot better. There's not a whole lot of people doing criminal stuff because, yeah, cars can drive off on their own now. You can get drunk in game. They raised the price of mechanics and restaurant employees, so everybody's kind of just hanging out at the restaurants and mechanic jobs and doing that now. Kind of crazy. You can't tell Kendrick that Opie's been using his outfit like that either. Down 50 more. Put more down. Where's the pit full? So 38 on me. 20. I think the pit's full. By the way, love the new setup. Which new setup? My new setup? What I have behind me and stuff? Appreciate that. That's the plan. Not gonna make the same mistakes. It's a new server. There's a lot of bugs. They're getting fixed fast when they get found, but there's quite a few bugs. I think the one thing that's going to suck for Tricks when he comes back, if he comes back, when he comes back, how he comes back, whatever, is the skateboards. My friend, the skateboards are not the same anymore. Can't no longer just get out of your car and jump on a skateboard now. You have to hit a button and it's got to actually come out. It's got to work its way out. You got to dig it out of your back. Yeah, watch this, if I pull my skateboard out, skateboard's got to load in. And they're different now too. It's easier to fall, and then they made it super hard to do it on the grass. On the grass, you fall over easier because everybody was using it to get away from the cops in the grass and stuff. So now they're like, nope. So. I know the day they fixed the skateboards, that like the same night the cars got stuck in the mud. That was terrible. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Too many people were taking advantage and just running away on their skateboards. Bucket's still doing his chili, I think. Golly, that guy. Listen, I got away from PD one time on a skateboard. And, I got away, but it was, I actually never went through grass or anything like that. I jumped over a barrier. It worked. I felt kind of scummy for doing it, but I made sure that I stayed on the road. Because, you know, IRL, you can't use a skateboard, you know, if you're not on the water. What time is it? If it's 1:30? It's 1:30 for me, too. We're making so much coke. This is like a coke making stream. This is what I do when I'm not streaming, by the way. I usually go to the gym and do coke. I mean, the easy way to escape a taser is to zigzag, because they can't get you if you zigzag. You can legit stream snipe someone to find locations and say that phone tracking. We don't have phone trackers in Redline. There's no way to track someone's phone. Are you talking when Lauren's spider monkey rat trap failed from the jewelry store heist? Yep, that's when I did it. If Kendra got back in the city, be for OP warrant up, you should make him dress like OP for punishment. Oh my god, could you imagine? You know what I think tomorrow night? I'm gonna dress up like Winston. Crafting weapons and stuff. I've started making some of the stuff to make weapons. Oh, that's the other thing. The CNC, the advanced CNC machines are out. They're amazing. And boosting's back. Chopping cars is back. It's better than ever. Yeah, I'm actually thinking tomorrow night, everybody. No, the RS6 is too hot. The RX6 is staying in my garage. I think tomorrow night, for shits and giggles, everybody should dress like Winston. You gotta be up at 6:30? Oh my goodness. That's like in 5 hours. I'm sleeping in tomorrow. I'm gonna try to cut the lawn tomorrow because I didn't do it today. Get some chores done. I got groceries being delivered. I got my hair cut today. I mean, that's just me going. That'd be funny. Yeah, if everybody in the boys dressed up like Winston tomorrow. You told Bucket that? That would be funny. Why did I do that? Someone had a great idea. Get the new RS6 with the plate painted like the old one, and the cops think it's OP. So the only thing with that is they know the plate. PD knows the plate of the R6. The license plate stays the same. There is no way to change a license plate in the red line. Yes, I did know that. And it's more than 15 minutes. I don't know why Geico says that. Because I've gotten car insurance from Geico. It is way longer than 15 minutes. Way longer. So they lie. You can't change license plates in Redline. You used to be able to, in the old Redline, you could get fake plates. The new one, you can't. I'm kind of hoping fake plates come back at some point. It'd be really interesting and cool to see. But I don't think it's happening. Because it would be really cool to get fake plates. Because that would really trip the cops out if you could change your plates. Speaking of cars, I'm so disappointed. Spent all my money on a Buffalo S4 because I wanted to get a good car finally, and that thing is garbage. It is. I'm a snake oil sales. I'm going to be a snake oil salesman. What are you talking about? Dude, Bucket has an oil rig now. He's going to be fucking doing the entire city for oil. I don't think those are grown back yet. Let me see. 93 trees. So I'm 7 away from 100. We can start making cocoa. Did they figure out if... I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. They followed into Bet. Oh God! Don't tell me the PD knows about Bet Prison now. There's oil rigs. Yeah, look. There's an oil rig out here. The frozen sea drill. There's one out here, and it makes oil, coal. It actually makes oil. It makes coal. It makes sulfur. It makes batteries. It makes all of that. Lannon was the other one. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, they followed Echo to the prison dressed like construction workers. Well, isn't that just lame? I only got 2 gas left, so I can only make 2 more. I thought I had a lot more gas than this. Guess I don't. I think changing plates could be common. Police have a VIN scanners, VIN numbers stay the same. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It would be kind of cool to do that. You can make plates in prison though. I thought that would be a thing, but it's just like the screwdriver. Yeah, you got to sell the plates back to get out of prison. That's all. Well, while we're waiting. Add cocoa paste. Add hydrochloric acid. What if the gang all dress like each other and walk around? I'm thinking tomorrow night we should dress like Opie and walk around. They have an idea of getting total identical clean R6 and do a crime with a bad R6 and switch the clean and get PD to follow G-Spot. Get them to raid G-Spot and sue for the wrongful raid. It's not going to happen. First Ralph showed Harry, etc., the underground area in prison when he was trying to escape. Echo led them back to prison. The prison know about the G-Spot. Geez, the gang is doing badly. Yeah, not really. I mean, it is what it is. Did they nerf the plates? I remember them being broken to get out of prison help. No, they're still the same. They're still the same. The police know about everything that's supposed to be between criminals now. It was only a matter of listen, they already knew. It was only a matter of time. That's not even a secret. PD knows about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know. She sent a text message out about it. She's like, the PD were trying to do this. How much hydro? I got 29. I got plenty. Damn, I only have enough to make 5 more. This sucks. Should pay randoms. I think they fixed it. Ice. Prison security is beefed up even more. No, so the prison stuff never changed. The only thing that changed is they added a layer of outside protection so that prevented people from throwing radios and stuff over the wall. So what if Harry's doing all this corrupt shit and gets fired? Harry has held the amount of Harry's held to the same standard in regular RP, not content wise, but regular RP as every other officer, which means he has to have a body cam on. He is accountable for anything that happens. You know, you should be able to steal plates if you escape. The problem is they're only 6 combo plates, and in our server the plates are a lot longer. 20 trays, 43. Let's drink this. It's not. So has anybody tried to airdrop stuff into prison? Ralph joked around that he did. There's nothing over here, right? Yeah, no, this one's empty. So with redline, and this is a lot of people don't understand this. You can take your plate off the car on some of the modifications. The license plate readers that are in game read the plate whether there's a plate on the car or not. Because my old car, my old R34 or R32, I had a plate delete for it and they could still read the plate. It's a game mechanic. You can't change it. There's nothing you can do, and you can't RP that you didn't see it. So y'all need to get body cams, the whole PD accountable for what they're doing, kind of flip it on them. So I was going to ask Rodney in RP, I haven't done it yet, what exactly constitutes the why am I so far deep? Oh my goodness, what the fuck? We were gonna I want to ask Rodney what constitutes harassment by PD at the end of the day. Was there any like wanted posters put out for him today? Who lives here? Your dog bit me. That's terrible. Anyone have a free house rent? Sorry, bro. Big cook, little cook. Something being built in Legion. That's crazy. Looking for a Bravado Rumple for 70k. They're 80k, dude. Ugh. All-wheel drive part for sale for 10k. Someone forgot their boat on the street. This is PD we want to see. W parking. Wait, who bought my house? I don't know who bought your house, but you'll appreciate this. Hang on, let me see if I can go back far enough to see it. Here you go. There you go. There you go, Tricks. Put scuba gear in your inventory. Scuba gear has been taken out of the server. I believe it's been taken back out of the server again. Did you all go cook in the desert? There is no more desert. I believe scuba gear was taken out because, once again, it was broken. These leaves are back. We're gonna get some leaves. The scuba gear was put in for content. I think Trey was doing a video with scuba gear. Bounty hunting? Yeah. French had one. He made it 24 hours. Harry's being majorly corrupt. He told EMS that you guys shot a cop, and that's why he had a cop in the back of the ambulance. They wouldn't get hurt because EMS. I mean, listen, I'm friends with Smithy in game. I'll tell Smithy what's up. I'll be like, listen, here's what happened. So the scene at the hospital with Lauren actually went kind of bad. There's two things that were wrong with the scene. Obviously, it was brought up in HTK stream. Lauren ran over a cop. It's kind of, you can't run over cops. Bucket speaking. And then she didn't even say anything to Dan. She kind of just hit him in his head, knocked him out, and then took Winston and left. So there was a couple things that were wrong with that scene. Prove it. I don't even know if I have scuba. So I'd have to look, because I don't think I even have it. It's in my locker at the G spot. I'd have to go there. Which, I mean, I can. Wow, that was weird. I guess living on the Cook Islands might be safest bet, or Antarctica. Listen, for RP reasons, I'm telling you right now, he's not going to just sit around. He'll probably do crime. Okay, he's probably going to do crime. Or he'll be out here, or he's going to do stuff for RP. He's going to do stuff on streams. He's not going to hide away for 14 days. There is no rat in the boys. I can tell you firsthand that Daryl is a rat. Okay. OOC, I know Daryl's a rat. OOC, we all know Daryl's a rat. He's actually, I believe he works for Dan's gas station, OOC. In character, Tommy doesn't know that. Also, the Saints are dead. Rest in peace. Just so you know, one of the original OTF members are back in the server. So, bro, Lauren did good. She did good. Oh, it did go bad. French hit the cop with a pickaxe, and Lauren hit a cop with a car. It was bad. It was bad. No, prove it's Bucking speaking. I'm not going to prove it. There was nothing wrong with that scene. Lauren reacted properly. No. So, what Lauren did was actually considered VDM. You can't just run over somebody. It doesn't. You can't do that. That's VDM. So. Yeah, she didn't interact with Dan. She just kind of put a pickaxe to his head. So the scuba gear was in, but the thing is the cop that was using it, you can't go underwater with it. It doesn't work. He just had it on. It literally is the same as him swimming. So they just took it out because it looks stupid at the point. Yeah, VDM is vehicle deathmatch. You can't do VDM. And RDM is random deathmatch where you just kill somebody without any interaction. Now, with the pickaxe thing, it's very, very, very borderline RDM because he had a gun to her head and she was RPing the scene out with her hands up and stuff. But she should have at least been like, no, I don't want to, and then done something. Wait, who was a rat? I got the call and missed that part. I mean, Harry told us who the rat was. Yeah, if Lauren was on our content, it'd be one thing. That's why she was freaking out and apologizing and saying, I ran over a cop, I feel like shit. I ran over a cop, it was really scummy. Because you can't do it. It's not something that's good. I don't know who Daryl is, honestly. I think if you do not have a gun, cops can't automatically shoot you, only if they use the pickaxe. Honestly, Dan had every right to shoot Lauren without giving her an option to put her hands up because she had just run over a cop. 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, Dan had every reason to shoot Lauren. Dan showed a lot of restraint in that scene. The cop that was there and ran over shouldn't have been there yet. He was respawned very fast. No, I mean, he was bringing Opie in. He was on the helicopter. Franks didn't shoot at her. He shot at French. He didn't shoot at her at all. He was still looking at French when he got shot. One of the scuff parts of the hospital scene was Dan just turning around and shooting as soon as French told him to put his... No, that was Dan. So here's the thing. In Redline, anything your camera sees, you can use... Oh, shit. Shane with the 5 gifted. You fucking legend, dude. Dan threatened her life. All she had was a pickaxe. It was played out properly as much as it was not good. It was the only playing at that part. So if she had her voice changer on and even said the word no, that's more interaction than you need. You can't. So in RP, by the way, guys, get some W's for Shane. Fucking legend. Absolute fucking legend, my friend. So part of the server rules are you have to have an interaction. I'm referring to outside the situation. Yeah. To be honest, PD helicopters shouldn't be allowed to land anywhere. Dan should have stayed airborne, in my opinion. An officer just got run over. Dan's response was appropriate. But that's the thing we got to remember. In RP, so like I was saying, when French walked up behind Frank's, he was about where this tree is right here, the tree that's right behind me, and he says, "Put your hands up, I have a knife." Now, I watched back on Harry's stream, and Frank said, I looked over my shoulder, which at this point is considered looking over his shoulder, and he said, I didn't see a knife in his hand, so I turned around and did the appropriate action of shooting him. That's perfectly allowed. Yeah, that is called a assault with a deadly weapon and vehicular manslaughter. 100% reason she got shot. She never got shot though. So Frank's, according to the GTA rules of Redline, French was in camera shot of him and he wasn't holding anything in his hands. So Frank's turning around and shooting him is justifiable because he made a threat of a knife. Now, he should have used less lethal. We'll leave it at that. Lauren running Frank's over wasn't even in Frank's view. Frank's didn't even see Lauren. Lauren, get out of the car. Dan saw what was happening, called on the radio. Officer down, 1099, all units to the hospital. Dan comes down, gets out of the helicopter, puts a gun to her. She complies. She puts her hands up. She then walks around towards Dan. Dan's screaming at her to stop. When you're that close, GTA mechanics will not let you. So why did the police have scuba to chase crims when they swim over kill for police? I'll get to that 1 second, Shane. Anyway, when GTA mechanics, you can't shoot someone when you're this close in the game. You can't shoot somebody within a certain feet. You hit them. That's what the mechanics make you do. So Lauren hit him, and Dan could have tumble rolled back, and I think it was just the heat of the moment. He forgot. He ended up, they hit each other, and after the second hit, Dan went down. Now I watched Bucket stream, and Dan was pissed, which he had every right to be. It was a scuff scene. It worked. The other thing is, you have to have medical aid if there's EMS on duty. At the time, there was no EMS on duty. We didn't know that EMS came on. We found out later. We still need to make every attempt to have EMS revive us. Having a local pick you up and bring you to the hospital is kind of another thing that's kind of scummy. But it worked. Now, as far as the scuba gear goes, I can go put scuba gear on if it's still in the server, but it won't work. My lungs will do the same thing. I feel like Lauren running him over was heat of the moment too. It was. I will say it was. It's all heat of the moment type stuff. You know, you can't be mad at that, but it kind of sucked. So, but that's why she kept saying on radio, I ran a cop over, I feel scummy. I ran a cop over, I feel scummy. I ran a cop over, I feel scummy. Because she knows what she did wrong. Yeah, she barrel stuffed him. Kind of smart on her. So, that's why Lauren's a pit bull. It's BS how the cops were holding the EMS from doing their job. They weren't holding him. They weren't holding him. We literally were like, we're not using EMS. Yeah, only the police people with 200K can get a gun legally, and it's super hard right now for the boys to make illegal guns, revolvers. I think Tommy makes guns and OP makes revolvers. So we have guns. There's no point in using guns right now. There really is no point in using guns. Oh, tonight HGA convinced EMS to make you come to the hospital and get helped when they swooped in. Listen, RP is RP. HCK is going to do what he does to cover himself and the PD. From a viewer's perspective, the whole thing was some sort of the best 2.0. The scuff things on both sides. It was scuff things on both sides. And I think everybody knows it. Nip had to choose on what was going on. It was amazing to watch. Yeah, it was tough. To be fair, it was wild. You're like the White House press secretary of Redline. I guess you're Redline press. Well, I'm just saying, because it was discussed. I mean, it was discussed. I'll just say that we discussed what happened with Lauren, and it was kind of, you know, we discussed it in game. She said it was scummy, and you know, there's reasons why. The night that French and Bucket got arrested, I didn't run the cop over with the car. You can't do that. You literally cannot do that. You cannot run somebody over in server with a car. So if Lauren said no before hitting him, it would have been better. Yeah, you have to have interaction. You have to have an interaction with the cop. That's why you can't do Hitman RP in Redline, because you have to have interaction with it. If she yelled at Franks before running him over, no, that would not be allowed, because there's no way to defend yourself against a vehicle. VDM is an absolute zero tolerance in Redline. You can't do it. It's literally like it's just not allowed. It's one of the main rules. No VDM allowed. That's what sets Redline apart from other public servers and other servers, is you can't VDM someone. Yeah, even the cop running over Opie with the police car got him off the hook of being arrested. Yeah. Like when Lauren hit me with her car that night that I was in a chase, she didn't even try to do anything. She's like, I hit him, I feel bad. And she just kind of stood there. It's just one of those things that you can't do. Listen, the admins are dealing with that stuff. I was part of that scene, so I'm not involved in it. I'll just say that. When Opie did Hitman, how did he interact? That was for content, though, Epic. That's for content. There's content stuff, and then there's RP stuff. So what I was thinking is the game sucks. The old version is that Harry and the PD has all the fastest cars, and they choose who they want to be PDs and lawyers, and it's wrong. That's not true. Yeah, Epic. That's all content related stuff. Let's talk about it. Bucket charges seem to be stick to Bucket like snot to a chicken's lip that night. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's something different. I think Opie with a sniper was content. Isn't EMS 100% neutral? They are neutral. They are 100% neutral. And that's why, I mean, I'll talk to Smithy and I'll be like, hey, I got to tell you what happened the other night. I haven't done it yet. Like, I need to talk to Rodney. I got to talk to Smithy. I haven't run into anybody in server to talk to them about things, because obviously it's been, you know, I've been trying to make money, so it's been difficult. I hope there's no ban. We need everyone in the city. Yeah, like I said, I'm directly involved with the scene, so I don't know how the admin team is handling that whole situation. Honestly, it's got nothing to do with me, which is kind of nice to say. So I got 32 cement. Let's go put these leaves down and make some more trays. What about the meta shit with Fox and Mustache Cap? Tell you want, it looks fishy. But again, the admin team's handling it. And one thing I will say is, when it comes to metagaming, there has to be definitive proof of metagaming. So the admin team are working on it. Since I was directly involved with that scene, I can't do anything with it. I can't even be part of the discussions with it, honestly. I don't think the entire scene should lead to a ban. It was a heat of the moment situation. Now, if someone did it on purpose, it's different. So, again, I think it was handled in game with Lauren, because I have no idea. Fucking sandwiches are already dead, dude. That sucks. I already talked to Rodney, and Rodney's pissed about the cop in the EMS vehicle. So that Bucket did. I didn't. So I have nothing to do with that. I can talk to the cop. I can talk to Rodney, or I can talk to the cops. This guy PR trained. I am PR trained. So what you're saying is there is a few mistakes that day. There's a few mistakes by everybody. There's always mistakes in RP. There's always mistakes in RP. You was the best lawyer in Redline and had to do what you could do to get your job, and you gave it up. So the problem is Lauren got banned. Lauren didn't get banned. She was around Friday night. She takes Saturday nights off. She'll be back tomorrow night. She talked about it in game. She said she was like, I feel scummy about it. You know, she said she felt scummy about it. No, Lauren's not banned or suspended. Lauren is not banned or suspended. No one's perfect. Listen, it was an accident. Like I said. No one's perfect. Things happen. People apologize. Things are done. That's it. No one's been banned or suspended. You all heard her. What's up, Tommy? Late night tonight? It is late night. I got a little bit left in me, and then we might call it. I don't know. Accidents do happen. Suspended pending investigation. I mean, look. Is the G-spot empty? G-spot is empty. I gave up. So, here's the thing. I'm kind of mad. I really wanted to do lawyer stuff in Redline. I thought I was going to be a little bit more involved. I'm just giving you guys facts. Like, the rules are clear as day on the website. If you go to redlinerp.net, it's clear as day. No VDM, no, you know, none of that stuff. So, it was bad. It was a badass rescue. That whole thing, like I told everybody, I said that 35 minutes of RP was probably the most stressful 35 minutes I've ever had. Going from friggin' one side to the other side, running, going through the prison sewer systems and everything. More mistake fit the RP scene. Hitting somebody with a car is bad, but that scene fit perfectly. It did. So that's what it is. I'm not gonna lie, it was great RP. That night was amazing. It really was. I told Bucket earlier, if the G spot is empty, y'all should go hang out there. Entice the RP. No, we don't want them to raid it. They need a reason to raid. The fact that they can't get a reason to raid makes it even better. People are taking this too seriously. At the end of the day, it's a game. It is a game. It's the Gravity Gun episode on Opie's channel. Yeah, I mean, that's all content related stuff, you know. We'll say that the PD tried to do with EMS was kind of scummy. It was. They should have followed the EMS in Air 1 and relayed to the officers where they were. But at that point, an officer got run over, another one got pickaxed to the head. Harry did what he had to do to protect himself and his officers. He almost fought Ralph. Yeah, that's all part of RP though. It was the best 35 minutes of RP I watched. Dude, that whole night was fucking insane. From the time that we jumped in the water until whatever, it was crazy. How do you tell people he's doing content? So a good thing that I've realized between Winston and Chad, between Opie and Chad. So Chad's his content character. Chad wears the masks. Chad wears the Opie mask, whereas Opie does not wear the mask. He just wears his regular outfit without the mask. Also, Chad does crazy shit, whereas Opie can't. Chad can spawn cars in, he can put weapons in, things like that. There's at least 2 nights of insane RP all tied to this. I'm sure it's going to get better. Yeah, he's wearing his mask when he's doing it. Look, guys, when it comes to Opie or French, they're wearing the mask. It's content, yeah.
Fire in the hole!
The RP has been top-notch, but the recent storyline had me feeling like I was watching a TV show.
I'm telling you, it has been in friggin' insane. By the way, I appreciate that. Get like Mike, I appreciate that. Yeah, all their cars and stuff say CC on it too. I watched CK that night. He gave battery because he was questioning how PD found them. He dropped it at the end of the scene to do admin stuff. Yeah, see, he's not directly involved with it, and there's a lot of other admins that are in the server as well, so they're dealing with it directly as well. Like I said, being part of the scene, I'm staying out of it. None of my business. Content French also wears the blue hoodie. An RP friend. But yeah, see, that's how they're doing their thing. That's like Lauren wears the black hoodie when she's doing her stuff. That's the thing, is in 2.0, the RP is going to be taken to a new level. And I'm hoping, like, the French bounty. If that would have stuck, dude, that would have been fucking amazing. But you can't hide for 2 weeks. You can't hide. I've been an admin since December, I think. January? Maybe January. I became an admin in January. I was hyped watching that content that night, the edge of your seat action. Imagine how I felt. First of all, the back alley conversations that we had, HK told EMS they have to help cops with info. That is also BS. They should not be snitches. So it's always been a rule on the criminal side of things that EMS is neutral. We do not rob EMS. We do not kill EMS. We do not take active EMS members hostage. Yeah, I have no idea. The OP bounty is still kicking, so I'm sure we got some great RP. We do. Like I said, the French stuff would have been great had he not been caught. I was kind of bummed that night he got caught because I'm like, that would have just been the icing on the cake if he didn't get caught. Right? So Frank's gonna learn not to get overwhelmed and always trying to win. Listen, their RP is their RP, you know. What story he had? What's the story he had you getting admin? If I don't see a video of all that action, I'll be disappointed. I wish I could turn it into a video. The real scummy stuff is the lack of gooning on the server. Whatever. That's Mark's job. Oh, what's the story behind me getting admin? So I don't know how admins are picked. I was senior staff. I do a lot of the whitelisting stuff. So it's kind of like you kind of progress throughout the server. I've been in the server for almost 3 years now. So I've done my time. I help out. You know, I don't break server rules. I know the server rules. So it's kind of one of those things where, and I'm very active within the server. So it's a progression. That's how you become an admin, I think. The OP bounty is going to create SRP scene. He's in the city less. So I know he will test PD when he is in the city. Yeah, exactly. What if French and OP had a bounty at the same time? Oh my god, dude. Could you imagine two of them having a bounty? Yep, the biggest schooner in the city. I was annoyed with the BS that they found them on a hunch 2 minutes from leaving. So here's the thing. I'm not mad about what happened with them. I got home from work at the end of OP's last stream, started at the beginning and couldn't stop watching. Got 45 minutes of sleep that day. Last week was rough for sleep. How many real life hours does play to get 1 day in game? I mean, I think the day cycles are like every 20 minutes or something in game. He's clutch. I think OP said it will turn into a video on his extra channel. It probably will. So hypothetically speaking, you can spawn a tank. Hypothetically speaking, I can spawn anything, but will I do it? No. I actually don't use my admin powers for anything. Think about it, if French, OP, and Trey with bounties at the same time. So Trey is just content. Trey won't do RP stuff. And when you see any of them doing anything with Trey, it's going to be strictly like content styles. It's going to be their content characters. 'Cause I know a lot of people are like, oh, blah, 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 blah. So I haven't done too much with my admin stuff because you don't like do much. Like if someone's stuck under the map, I help get them back out from under the map. You know, it's little things like that. If both had bounties, imagine double back betray. No. Yeah, like I said, in RP, Tommy will talk to EMS. He'll talk to Smithy. He'll be like, hey, what's going on with this? Blah, 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 you know. It'll happen. It'll be all part of the RP. Dude, I cannot believe I got 100 trades. I got 27 cement left. So, yeah, I got so much stuff. It's actually kind of nice. Bum, 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 bum. If you guys are enjoying the content, so I don't watch French when he streams doing stuff with Trey. I'll wait for the video to drop and enjoy it then. Yeah, the edited videos are way better to watch. The content stuff you would see, I would spawn bunnies in. You're stronger than me. Well, that's what being an admin's about. You got to be strong. There's your membership link right there. If you guys want to check it out, donate or give some members, go ahead. HK I think was kind of pissed about how you guys were found at the end of the stream right away. I went back and watched some of the streams from that night, but I really was skipping around. I don't really know too much about what's coming. Does Kendra come back? I have no idea. I honestly didn't even know he had put his appeal in until he just said something a little bit ago. Why are people not doing crime? Is it fine in jail time? Would you receive if you got arrested? So honestly, if you can be a mechanic in the city and make, I think they're getting paid like $2,700 every 10 minutes. Why would you want to do crime? PD's making $3,700 and people working in restaurants and mechanics are making $2,700. Lester wants that $500K. He said he has no problem giving info on the LOP. I know, it's Lester. There's a reason why Lester is the server snitch. Okay. I think Timu is gone. He's probably lurking. The content characters will backstab because they will get right out of jail. I don't think they are. No, yeah. RP characters have to do the same jail time as everybody else. So I was okay with getting arrested that night. And the reason why I was okay with it is because I really wasn't, it is what it is, you know. I'm gonna get arrested, it's not a big deal. He needs to hurry up so Tommy can sell his goods. No, man, I still gotta bag it all and stuff. Usually they make a lot. What's the point of doing crime? That's the point. That's the point. So when they weren't making a lot, none of the restaurants and shit was open, and a lot of people were doing crime. But since then, now no one's doing crime. It's like a vicious circle. Did these trees grow back? No, they did not. Am I too early for them? I might be. They're almost grown. Ralph's problem is he messes everything up. Nah. It's all part of the RP, though. Lester snitching until weapons aren't around, and he's gotten damn dumped enough yet. Oh, trust me. Trust me. I'm gonna tell you. It's all about the interactions and how you interact with people. I will find a reason to interact with Lester, just enough to him. Pretty sure Harry said to OP they have evidence about the G-spot to do Ralph cooking his rumple is why it's so hot. Nah, I don't think so. Ralph cooked the cooking spot though. We'll have to go back to our old cooking spot. It'll be nice when they finally release gang-related stuff on Redline, like Gang Wars. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that's all gonna play out. Need to make a content character to join French Trey. No, the content stuff is locked to the big five. That's Trey, Opie, Alana, Elite, and Havoc. Those are the only people that do content. Jake doesn't do content. Mac doesn't do content. Nobody else does content. Yeah, I mean, right now he owns a restaurant, so he's making good money with his restaurant. So the ropes just came back. The winches don't work. I just bought a truck and a trailer. So the boat stuff's coming back. Once I have money and I'm settled with my money, then I can start relaxing what I'm doing and start doing like crazy stuff. Those 2 nights where we were fucking running from PD and doing everything, I didn't make any money. So, when are the Game Wars coming back? I don't know. That's a good question. Fucking riding up on me. I need to get a new chair. This leather chair ain't where it's at anymore. I don't know when they're coming back, and honestly, I don't even know anything about it. The gang really proved the other night that although there has been a lot of fighting lately when it comes down... Oh, dude. I'm going to tell you what. When it comes down to it, the gang will do what they need to do. We will always do what we need to do. That's part of being in a gang. I really enjoyed like meeting on top of rooftops and talking to people and trying to figure out who's doing what. And, you know, I don't know, you guys have seen it. I know you have, but on here, like, where's my notes at? We've got warrant info. We've got like new notes about what happens with the RS6. And, you know, we've got so much information that we've got in game. It's crazy. I had to give up leather chairs. This is a freaking very expensive office chair. I just have never, like, I need to get a new one. I like your idea for the game where people have to RP. It's their turf, not some script. Yeah. So from somebody who was in a lot of gang wars in 1.8, before I was even in the boys, like I was in EA, we had a lot of gang wars. Gang wars are the worst thing of your entire life. I absolutely hated gang wars. It is 96 hours of pure fucking hell. Literally. You have to almost, this has to be your regular job. It was terrible. Gang wars are won by people who can sit around and be on the server whenever cops are on, pretty much. Sounds like the server wants more normal regular players to do mundane normal jobs, and the content creators live streamers can do the crime stuff. That's the vibe I'm getting. Not really. RP is RP. People do their own RP. They have their own style, things like that. You know, that RP. Why you quit? Hang on, I didn't understand that. I see how Ralph loved gang wars. I mean, pretty much. I mean, you saw Ralph when we had gang wars. I mean, he literally tismed gang wars. You know, Ralph should be in his own gang wars with his tism. Yeah, that's the problem. You when there's a gang war, you put Ralph in it. It's tism crazy. So, it's just like I said. Gang wars are 96 hours of just pure fucking fighting, getting arrested. When it came down to it, the only thing you gain from a gang war is a turf, because you don't gain money, because gang wars are very expensive. You know, I think we broke down after one of the wars we had, after bullets we had that we used, guns we lost. I think when I made my cut, when we did the war against the lads, when it was all said and done, after the repair bills, after the guns, the bullets, the drugs, I lost $100,000. So it was ridiculous. Wolfenstein is actually doing some kind of IRL game convention thing for F1. So I think he's doing an E. I think he's helping with an E, like what is it called? I think he's helping with what's it called? I think there's like some big, huge like event, like a gaming event that he was part of. Ew. Yeah, you know, you got to say gang wars were fucking tough tricks. You know that they really take it out of you. Because PD shows up halfway through the day, and you're just killing yourself. How much money has Ralph lost with cars and upgrades in the Foundry and bought a plane? Listen, Foundry's still staying afloat. That's all that matters. Esports, yeah, he was doing an esports event. So, as a viewer, gang wars were fun to watch, but I can see as an actual player involved. Yeah, so, I mean, like, there were some wars that because I didn't stream a lot of the wars on purpose. I had my reasons. I was going to turn them into videos, but the videos were going to be terrible, so I never did. Lexi raid and the hang on. I appreciate the raid, Lexi. I appreciate the raid. Welcome in, raiders. There was one day, I think we figured it out, between myself and Bucket. I think I put in like 30 or 40 hours, and I mean, I'd be on for the gang wars from Oh my goodness. Maybe for some viewers, I didn't like watching It Just Got Old. Thanks, Lexi. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate it. The gang wars.
Ew, ew, ew.
The gang wars were like, I don't know. It's tough because you're constantly like trying to fight for something that at the end of the day, you know, it just means nothing. I was so tired at the end of the one war with the, it wasn't the lads. It was somebody else. I was so tired. I remember we won too. And I remember I was so fucking tired. I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. Not only that, but a lot of people would actually get their feelings hurt about gang wars. And to me, that's mind boggling when it's just a game. Yeah, for me, it was like, some of the VODs of the Pier, that one looked rough. No, the Pier wasn't bad. With against them, against the Lost MC, it kind of sucked. The PD gang war was fun to watch. That was content though. That was a content thing. They get over real quick. The PD gang war was good though. Yeah, that was content. That was strictly content. There was I forgot which war it was. That was with an EA. We won. And I remember I sat back and I said to myself, that was fucking rough. I don't want to do this shit anymore. And I think it was, the cops were on. It was like 2 a.m. I had to be up for work at 6:30. It was 2 a.m. and I'm still trying to sell drugs. And I'm like, this is a fucking video game. What am I doing right now? Like, I got a day job I got to go to. And I'm sitting here trying to fucking sell drugs in a pixel universe. For what? And I remember I was so defeated. And I was just like, I can't do this shit. I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. I was so tired. Like, it was stupid. I just remember I was just like, I was so done. Was it the one you had to take over the H? No. You need to find a way to where it's not just selling drugs. Where aren't these spawning in? This whole row should have spawned in. Where's my... How much do I have? Okay. Yeah, I only have 195. This row didn't spawn in. This is usually the first row that spawns in after I finish that thing. What do I work in? I'm an administrator. I'm an operations administrator for an electrical supply house. So, Angel getting feelings hurt was the whack, especially when threatening to start involving Ralph. What was that? I don't remember that. Like I said, I just remember I was sitting there and I was just like, I was so tired. And then I did the math after the war and I'm like, I lost $100,000. Like it wasn't even worth it. Like the only thing that was worth it was we took over a section that was worth getting, like, doing things for. So what's up, Bert? Good morning to you. Hope Roland does something like GTA San Andreas with gangs and territories. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't even know if it's discussed yet. Why don't you do a different island? So I like this island because I can see my ski right there and it won't despawn. Other islands where the plants are, they're in the middle of the island and you lose your boat or skis. So no one's boosting cars. Assume it's still financially crap returns. No, I don't know why no one's boosting cars. They even dropped the time down from 5 minutes to 3 minutes. There are people that are still attempting to boost cars, but it's still a little tough. That was when Opie got mad at HTK for always saving her. For saving who? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Come down to... This is Tommy's Island, by the way. So... There we go. Now we're getting some leaves here. So yeah, that's like they're tough, man. Gang wars are tough, and it's just tough, man. You gotta be like, you gotta be in it. Like you've gotta want to be. You gotta have the time dedicated to be in it, because if you don't, it's terrible. Yeah, but what are you talking about? Opie got mad at HK for always saving her. Who, Angel? But what were you talking about? Because, that's right. Because remember on PD, Angel is Bailey. So, wait, we're talking about the PD, whatchamacallit war. That was just content. Ralph is boosting, really grinding hard to get stuff. So boosting, it's a lot of materials, and you have to obviously scrap and shop cars. I know French did it. He got a ton of freaking ink cartridges and stuff to make fake IDs. He's talking about when Opie put a bounty on Angel and Harry was on helping her OP. Oh, that was just for content though. That was all that was. That's all that was. There's nothing about that. I think he's talking about the pointless war for Grove Street when Mama Matt got caught. Yeah, that was a weird night. Like, I'm still confused about that night. I'm really actually still confused about that night. I didn't quite understand what was going on that night, and I guess I'm still confused about that night. I do know I have to steal more hydro. Because golly, we are short on hydro. Yeah, like I said, that was just a weird night. Like, super weird night. I don't... Like, 1 second we're all talking, then Matt got kidnapped by HTK. And then... It was just a weird night. I'm going to have to leave the island soon because I'm going to be out of money, or out of food. Good morning, welcome in. Opie and HTK got to know about Mac, and so Opie started a little war with Angel. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was pointless. It was stupid. It ended up being done in like an hour. There was no point in going to war. Literally was no point in going to war. Jump over. There we go. So, is PD on to get hydro? No, there's no PD on. Not at this time. Server restarts in 2.5 hours, I think. Still super early in the morning. What's it? Now it's like, what, 7 o'clock in the UK? And F1's on, so everybody's probably watching F1. So, yes, sir. I probably got another about 20 minutes left, and I'll be going to bed myself. Probably going to finish this little batch here, and then that'll be it. Head back up to Roxwood to the new G spot. Yeah, the server restarts every day. It's 5 a.m. my time, which I think is what, 11 a.m. Tommy just being a sweat. I am, dude. I haven't had Coke. I've been selling friggin' 600 bags of Coke when I go out and sell it and making $100,000 at a time, but I'm out of Coke. I gotta make Coke. Hello, stream when y'all went after Kit Kat and tortured her. That I made that into a video. I wasn't even streaming that night. $10 a.m. Yeah. Why am I just dumping concrete? Oh, I just fucked this up. What gang was y'all's best allies on 1.8? I don't even know. I don't think we had any allies. Yeah, no point in war other than pettiness from Opie. I mean, that's the RP he wanted to go with, but genuinely seemed like Angel was crashing out, but she was. So when's the appeal? When is the appeal? course Kendrick wants to come back. See, what's funny is, I remember when Kendrick was having all of his gang problems, and I remember I was pretty drunk that night, and I was like, you need to walk into a room and sling that son of a bitch out and say, my name is Kendrick, and I am the fucking leader of the gang. And I gave him his first gun, his first bullets, and I said, no, quit being a pussy and use this thing. Usually some of the Aussie players are on his PD. They were on last night with Ralph. Well, it's only one Aussie player. The other one was another guy. But yeah, last night was rough, dude. Kendrick should come back. Like, there's gun licenses, there's airplanes now. What the fuck? We're in the pit of despair right now. How much leaves are left on me? 121. Put some more down. Tommy wants his crack too. I still want my crack. I figured out why we don't have baking soda in the server. I think I figured it out. There's no baking soda because cops don't have body armor. And why the stream so late today? Because I had plans today. I was out with some friends. And I got home late. So I was like, I got to do my stream before midnight. So I literally jumped on stream at like, what, 11:50? Been streaming for about 2.5 hours. Ralph saving Opies. That was pretty funny. Mr. Starlight 20 is 20. Josh, did you change your name? No, it's 2:30 where I'm at now. Josh, did you change your name? So crack in game, crack gives you body armor. But we don't have crack because you need baking soda. Baking soda is not in the server yet. More than likely it's because PD doesn't have body armor. Therefore, we can't have it because it'd be an unfair advantage over PD. Yes, Dolly's idea. Ooh, you a simp there, Joshy boy. I'm just messing with you. So, yeah, we can't have crack because crack gives you body armor. PD doesn't have body armor, so it'd be kind of an unfair advantage. Now reviewer changes their screen name just trigger. No, it doesn't. Nothing triggers me. Why would that trigger me? There's no baking soda at prison. When I was in prison, I went through the entire prison. There's no baking soda in there. I looked. I looked. There was no baking soda in there. Wait a second. Oh no, I drank all that whiskey. Damn. I was a mod for Brit and Dolly became a mod, so we thought it'd be funny, but I lost my mod from Brit. How'd you lose your mod from Brit? What the hell did you do? It's cleaning powder, not baking soda. Yeah, that's what it is. How do you lose a mod? Also, have you had peanut butter, bird dog whiskey? It's so good. Dude, I have had a ton of whiskey. I've had that. I've had Screwball. There's another kind of whiskey that's peanut butter as well. I've been away for a while. Oh, okay, yeah. Cleaning powder and soap used to be in store shelves, and they used to just throw it away early on. I bet they wish they had saved it. Listen, I saved everything I kept. I went like 2 months without being in chat. Ooh, yeah, that would be a reason why. I don't get rid of my mods, honestly. I keep my mods. I hardly add mods. Very... Screwball Whiskey, never had Screwball? Screwball's good. I hardly ever get rid of my mods. In fact, I had so many mods that YouTube actually sent me a message and yelled at me for having too many mods. I personally like sour whiskey made with Maker's Mark. That sounds... Oh, you like a whiskey sour? Nice. I drink whiskey straight up on the rocks. Sometimes neat, depending on the whiskey. But a lot of it's just straight up on the rocks. Dude, when we get hydro, we're going to be set, dude. We got 100 plus trays. 187 trays. Or, I'm sorry, when we get gas, we're out of gas. What's your go-to liquor? I'm whiskey, dude, all day. Honestly, I was around much, and there were people that deserved more than me. Yeah, I get that. For me, mods are just supposed to be there to help the streamer weed out when there's issues in chat, stop bad things in chat. So it's not really a whole lot of... You prefer Jameson room temp? Yeah, Jameson's good for shots. I like Jameson for shots. I'm from Florida. Originally from Massachusetts, but I moved to Florida when I was like 6 years old. So I just tell people that I am naturally a Florida boy at this point. Fireball. Oh. Fireball. Yeah, I'm up. I am up. I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours now. That's 5,610 bags of Coke. No, those are just Ohio on top. No, they're not. I have a lot of family in Ohio. I'm supposed to be going up there in June. What part of Mass? I'm north of Boston. I was born in Fall River. Do you and Bucket hanging out in real life? We have. We have. Actually, he used to live down the street from me. Tommy's a real life Florida man. He's just not the kind that make headlines. Yeah, that's right. You know, Tricks, if I come to Ohio, I'm just going to come to your house. What type of cookie is your go-to? I am a chocolate chip cookie guy. Kendrick likes to ignore me on Discord. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Tequila. Oh, God. Okay. Swimming. How many trays do I have now? I've got 205 trays for the future. I've got 25 bags. Each bag makes, or each tray makes 30, right? That's 750 bags of Coke that I will have. I hardly drink nowadays. South Texas here. South Texas. You have to verify the 6'3". Will I? And to verify the height? It'd be funny one day, Trix goes live and then I'm in the background like, what's up, bitches? You smoke devil's lettuce now? I can't because of my job and my Conceal Weapons permit license that I refuse to give up. Have you and Lolly hung out IRL? No, actually, I have not. Well, I used to talk to Lolly all the time. And then I got busy with life, and I think she's been busy with life. Night timing, I get up at 5 hours, pick up the load heading to Newfoundland from Ontario. Hope to catch tomorrow. Yeah. Radar Mike, I will be around tomorrow night for show. I think Opie will be around as well. I think everybody's asking Tricks when he's coming back. Like, he knows. What you need to do is take like a tape measure and put on your back wall with like the numbers on it, and then just stand up against that. But then somebody will tell you that it's fake. Tommy standing next to Tricks would look like Gandalf standing next to Frodo. Wow, that's crazy. I'm an administrator for an electrical supply house. The one thing I think is weird is you can have a CCP and consume cannabis, but you can't drink. And yeah, that's a Florida thing. I don't know what it is. You've met Tricks in real life? I had no idea. That's crazy. We got everyone in here tonight? We do. Kendrick's usually on that night grind. Is that? I don't even know where that is. You don't enjoy the live stream except for walking across the map. Stingrays? Or you mean stingrays? What are you talking about? I'm talking about Joshy. No, Trey's actually pretty tall, from what my understanding is. I mean, we don't need any of that because the foundry produces it, so I think we're good. The waves yesterday, dude, the waves yesterday were something else. That's Dan's house. Imagine if they tacked the fraud he did at the market onto his character and then he gets that as a punishment. Dude, that would be fucking wild. I want to do it. I want to do it. What happens if you hit one of these people? Itching to know. Oh, that made it even 10 times better. That's awesome. Oh, there's no car here. I need a... Oh no, there is cars here. Where am I stuck in? There we go. What's up, puppy? Ooh, rebels. You have one of Trey's signed cards? Nice. Just moved to North Carolina from Cali, and the pollen out here is different. I woke up and my car almost green and shit sucks. We get that in Florida every once in a while when it's really, really, really bad, and it does suck. And you can't breathe, and it's terrible. Yeah. As an admin, could you make content videos? No, I could not. That's only for content creators. He is short. The cops tased him. He looks so short. You ever seen the? I've seen the video of Trey getting tased. I have a video of me getting tased. The countdown is crazy. What's up, Rollins? How you doing? Actually surprised I got up. I mean, that would be some kind of good RP content. Kendrick has to go to court to rebuild. That would be decent RP. But then the problem is that's more like OOC stuff that happened to him, then it would be. I wonder if this truck's fast. Come on. Oh, this truck's got some movement. Oh, and it's four-wheel drive. That snowstorm was crazy. Oh, I missed my turn. Yeah, the pollen in the south is bad in Georgia. Yeah. Don't you think you're too lenient towards the locals? Dude, I am the local murderer. Oh, I just got Lexi's joining notification at the bottom. YouTube moved their shit to the bottom now. It is so stupid. Actually, I do need to go by the chop shop and see if there's anything in there. So that's the plan, is to go to the chop shop, and then we'll go from there. Hello, weird. YouTube is being weird. YouTube is being weird. Dude, this truck is taking a beating. There's Rex's Diner. Oh, we're going to the train station, that's right. Heading to the train station. Going to the train station. I think you're the only one live now. I am, and I'm getting ready to end.
Fire in the hole!
Have to get at least one dono.
That is right. I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that. What am I doing? I can just drive this up here. Oh, this truck is terrible. Here we go. Up we go. Boom, there it is. Marina Beach. Ooh, it's so dark. Boom. And we all back up in Roxwood. Take a look. We're gonna take RSX out. This car's so cooked too. This I don't know a clue how Kendrick got a tan. Ran over by a train. There was phantom trains in for a while. Get to the party late stream for a fellow East Coaster. It is. I'm actually, it's 3 o'clock. I am fucking wiped. You see skateboards? No, I haven't seen anybody on redline today. I was, like I said, I was super busy. I was super duper busy. I think Enzo's live, isn't he? I think Enzo is live. Boom. Macca might be getting on soon. Is it that time already? That is wild if it is. Oh, all my baggies are at the G spot. I really needed to get them. Tommy too. And we're gonna do this, 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 and this. Fill that fucker right up. It's usually when everyone grinds this time at night and do crime when PD shows up. That's exactly what happens. I didn't get anything to eat, so that sucks. Like an idiot. Is what it is. Okay, let me see. I think Enzo is live. Yeah, Enzo's live. Let's go raid Enzo because I never get a chance to raid Enzo, and he always comes in and talks to us on our chat. So I'm gonna redirect you guys over there. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys smash that like button. There's 262 of you guys in here. Smash the fuck out of that like button before we send you guys out of here. I want to see a like spike. Okay, like spike. Ralph said he will be back for another 12 hours. So fuck that. Okay. I'm gonna send you guys over to Enzo, and then tomorrow we'll be back again. So when you guys go over there, give him big old 239 raid. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you guys then. Have a good one.